Is the output active, you silly goose? There we go. Okay. Just to make sure I'm coming in okay. Everything's like being picked up. It looks like I'm being picked up. Looking like it. Looking like it. Sweet. Epico. Okay. So everything's good now. We can go ahead and start the recap. I'm pretty sure I actually remember most of this story because it was really good all the way through. Well, Saridra, it had its ups and downs, but the high notes are like really high. So I remember most of what happened. We do. So unfortunately, we're not gonna do a huge stream, where I just stream the entire thing in one day. But on the bright side, that means I know what I'm doing tomorrow. But I do think that we'll be able to get through a chunk of it today. I'm going off of the quest last time. Last time it was around 7-ish hours, 7.5 hours. So I'm thinking like this is going to be of similar scale, if not a little smaller. So, you know, streaming for 3 hours, that'll get us, if not halfway, really close to it. So, yeah. We also get the new endgame, which I'm really excited for. I really want to try it. Very, very, very excited.
The path space, a mysterious guest bearing the likeness of March 7th, Evernight.
Yeah, I am so excited for Evernight. I'm so excited for Evernight.
Amidst the desolate in the illusions of Styxia, the tales of high ceilings and the first flame chase journey.
Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work because it's like Lycus is trapped. Everyone else is dead. So I don't know how. No, we'll wait. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work because like everyone else is like gone. Welcome, Zeka. What is this? Wait, what is this? Okay, thanks. Talk to you later, Zeka. Well, what is this? A particular planet of convergence possessed an elusive orbit with the resident. Wait, what? Available at Jokes Come True? So I can buy this instead of the molding resin. And it's only 200. It's not very expensive. But what can it do? Can be redeemed at the Gift of Stardust store. When using variable dice to reassign subsidiary stats of a 5-star relic piece, you can also select one subsidiary substat to block, preventing... Okay, so this is just a premium dice that wait, so we already have dice. That's just an upgraded version of the dice. That's the rewards for the new in-game. What do I do with it? Like, is it in store? I'm guessing it's in here. Oh, yeah, because yeah, they mentioned that this would be gotcha. Okay, that's pretty neat. Okay, being able to buy these is actually huge, though. This is huge. I love this. I'm obviously gonna get that first. I think we'll just go down the list and then we'll just start with that because I think this is like the last thing, unless they expand this in the future. And this hasn't changed. Okay. I got skill check my anomaly arbitration. I haven't seen anything about the game or like anything about this story. I've gotten lucky and I kind of like I kind of dodged everything. But yeah, this is kind of sick. I don't know if MOC or if that stuff is specific to just arbitrate. But there's a reward guide. Interesting. That's kind of sick. I like this. Yeah, so we get Don Hung in 21 days when his banner drops, it looks like. I got 89 stars in the night stages. Nice. So it looks like this is the big event. This is the store. This is like, you know, the login, get 10 summons. This kind of looks like the seal event. Try not to laugh challenge is probably a unique to Sparkle thing because that's also 21 day. Or that's when it comes out, and so these are going to coincide. So this might drop along with the updates. This might be another long quest, it looks like. That's kind of sick. I like that that's there. That's really nice. Then we have, you know, the Trailblaze mission. March looks stunning as always. Okay, so yeah, this is not only a quest, this is a actual story important quest. Although it doesn't look like it'd be very... The rewards don't say anything about the quest, though. Poke. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, so I'm usually these kinds of things are supposed to be done after the main quest. So that's what we're gonna do. We will do this first. I'm taught. I know how the hurdle works.
Upgrade configured.
Let's wait and see.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
I'm confident I can get the 9 out of 9 stars if I play better or switch to. That's crazy. The fact that that's an option is insane. But also, that's just how the game works. The king stage, I think 2 stars is the best I can get. Yeah, I don't really understand what you're talking about, but I'll probably do. I don't know how long the story quest is. I want to do that first, and I'm gonna split the stream, so I'm not gonna be able to do everything in one sitting. So we will be doing some tomorrow if I don't finish it today. I don't know how long it's going to be. So if we have enough time tomorrow, I do want to try arbitration. Because I'm assuming they let you just do it now. Like you can just do it now and then you unlock where it is in the story later. Kind of like how MOC shows up in the Astral Express after you beat Bellabog. The story quest is up 7 hours long. Yeah, that's what it was last time. So I'm not surprised.
I don't have time for games. Open sesame.
Yeah, the story quest is 7 hours last time. Hello, Julian. How are you doing today? It's nice to see you.
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Time to twirl.
And you know, I think the story quest is this long because they don't do character quests anymore, because they just like smash it all into one thing. So that's why it's so long all the time. Oh no. Okay. I'm really excited for March. I'm really, really excited. Hello, Lance. How you doing today? It's nice to see you. Wow, I wonder what team she's gonna be on. I wonder what team she's gonna be on. Increases all memo sprite damage. The more remembrance characters present, the higher damage. Yeah, so it would literally be a throw for me to summon for her. Summons Evie. I don't know. I only did 2 hours of the story. Yeah, most of Euphorius' story quests are around 7 hours, so I just assumed that would be the case as well. Hello, Cantos. How you doing today? It's nice to see you. Has anyone here already done summons? Has anyone here done summons for characters? I know Zeka, you said you're gonna do it later. Hello, Cantos. Orpheus release has no stores. Yeah, they kind of like gave Orphe the main quest and then kind of Seed, but then we learned more about Seed in her like character specific quest. So like I kind of expected that, although it is kind of sad because like we all like Orphe, we want to see more Orphe. Did you get Evernight, or did you go for Lycona as well, maybe, question mark? We do get Don Hung in 21 days, which, you know, is fine with me. More time to save for his Lycone if it's good. A special self-destruct attack when this unit or another... So this is just another... She looks so sick though, like actually she looks awesome. She looks so sick. And the auto's just the umbrella, that's super sick.
Deja,
Okay, I know quite literally nothing about any of these characters.
Very nice.
Let it rain. Okay. I summoned for Evernight. Didn't? You didn't summon?
Ruining the mood.
Deja vu.
Hi.
Emerge from your cocoon.
I'm not pulling for the characters. I'm still trying to get Saber Lycon. Fair. Fair. For Evernight, I didn't summon. Gotcha. Yeah, it would be a throw for me to summon because, like, she scales with Remembrance, and I do not have a single Remembrance outside of Remembrance Trailblazer, because, like, everyone has that one. So it would make literally no sense for me to get her, which is unfortunate. Because, you know, it's March. Everyone loves this jellyfish. She's a jellyfish. I did hear a theory that she's actually really closely tied to the Enigmata in, like, lore. So maybe we'll see more about that. I'm not sure. Because the Enigmata has, like, a whole thing with jellyfish. Obel Squad keeps getting... Obel Squad's... She doesn't have a skill. Okay, they just detonate. They detonated because of the dragon. Okay.
Good night.
I humbly request the right to flex. Absolutely. Your request has been heard and will be granted. Okay, so now that we've used her ult, her jellyfish has shifted. I don't understand how this character works, and I'm gonna be completely honest because I don't get her. Because I'm not going to get her. I'm not gonna commit most of what she does to memory. Oops.
Stop stressing. You have me, don't you?
I like the meme about her. Check out this evil I know, like, because they're the same person, there's so many cool things that they can do with that. It's awesome. Okay, so the E just summons the jellyfish, and so she gains stacks when she does. Okay, that makes sense. Can I look at your HSR count? I can. I'm probably gonna have to look it up in Fribbles. Fribbles. May I ask for your UID, Mr. Toes? So 19 of 16, it just detonates. Okay. Interesting. In the new endgame, the first stage is break shield and second is dot shield. I capitalize on both of those things. I have those characters. I love my dot. I love them. Okay, let me pull up your account, Kantos. Is there like a specific person I'm looking at or looking for? There we go. Am I looking at Iceland? But I don't know if it shows. Would you look it through? Ah. Can I even see your profile frame? Because I'm on a different server than you. Yeah, because it's not gonna. Fribbles doesn't show me your frame. Yeah, it only pulls up your characters. Chad, is there a way for me to see someone's frame? I do have a Europe account, actually. That's true. Yeah, I can pop over to that really quick. I haven't logged on to that in forever. I'm gonna get smacked with so much stuff. True. Okay, yeah, I can pop over that one. Yeah. This is my first time getting on that one since we did the MOC run way back when. I forgot Caster set her ult because I'm used to it like glowing at me, but it's fine. I'm gonna stream my Evernight. Yes, you did say that. Yes. I can't wait. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what people do with Evernight. Again, I'm unfortunately not going to get her ever, but you know, Sag. Yeah, I'm excited. I don't know what they're gonna do with the story. I have absolutely no idea what they're gonna do with the story. Because Enforce feels like it could have ended like 4 times already, and it hasn't, which is not a bad thing. But like with the way that the cycles work, I could have thought it'd be over. Because like Lycus is trapped. I don't know what they're gonna do beyond this. So yeah, no idea whatsoever. It would help if I summon. Okay, so you can hold off summoning the jellyfish, and it keeps the stacks for you. That's interesting.
Don't worry, night falls. Good night.
Her animations are really, really sick. Really, really cool. And there you go.
May the dispel the gloom, destroy the skies.
I think this might be the okay. So if that would kind of make sense because we are in 3.6. Usually when it comes to like the ending of the major stories, it doesn't actually go until 3.9 or like 4. It doesn't actually bleed over into the 0.0. So that makes kind of sense, I guess. Hold on. Let's go. More div content. I love div content. Specifically this. I love this. Galaxy Compass is huge. Obviously, we care about Stellar Jades. Those are massive. We love getting those. I'll take crafting pieces. Those are fun. Most of the other stuff's just kind of meh. But yeah, crafting pieces is always really, really nice. And then here's the Anomaly Arbitration. What the heck? I wonder if that's Kanto's. Yeah, I wonder if that's his. With that said, I will not be doing this today. Like I said, I want to get as far into the story as humanly possible. However, I don't know how much we're going to get done today. Screen's going black. It's okay. I'm still streaming. It's just going to take me a second because I'm going to hop over to my Europe account, which I forgot I had. But yeah, I'm going to hop over to my Europe account. I'm going to get bomb blasted with like, hey, you're a returning player. Here's all this cool stuff. Do this now. You may play this game. You may not like it, but that is peak body performance. Wait, what? What's peak body performance? Like this? I have to download. No, because like, dang it. Oh, that's so annoying. Because I did content management on my main account, I have to re-download all of the story that I got rid of to get on my Europe account. Oh no, now we're stuck loading. That's fine. It's not gonna take a super long time. I also have a video you can watch in the meantime. Sure, if you want to. We can watch a video while this downloads and takes forever. Cause this loves me. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow, Zeka. Greatly appreciate it. I don't know if we'll, because I want to do the rest tomorrow. I don't know if we'll have the chance. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air, but I do really want to finish the story. So we're gonna probably grind that. So yeah, whenever you're ready, Kantos. Is this a story of a video of you doing endgame? Maybe, question mark? Oh, okay. Okay. We are going to do this. And then let me get some audio for this. Okay. So this is a Sammy Trigger Orphe. Okay, cool. So we get to see some Orphe gameplay. I'm really excited for this. I love Orphe. I'm really excited to see what she does. Lygus? Oh yeah, Lygus is a peak body performance. Even though he's like really old. I'll be back tomorrow to watch you get skill check by anomaly. Yep. I think Zeka's gone now, but I really hope they don't like pop in at the beginning or like in the middle of stream, hoping that it's done, because it probably won't be done. I just don't want to accidentally spoil anything for Zeka, because they're really into the story. Yeah, I literally created my Europe account to try to beat MOC, to try and see how MOC was. Not, having a day one account. and try to beat it with like relatively free to play characters and stuff like that because they didn't do any summons on it. And then we did it, and then it was really fun. But and then I didn't really need to farm 2 HSR accounts like every day. So I admittedly don't know too much about like Orpheus playstyle. She hasn't been out very long, obviously. I would assume she's kind of like Trigger, where she doesn't have to be on, like, she doesn't want to be on field all the time. Because you want her to do her stuff off field. But I played her trial. It really is just attacker Bernice. But instead of you converting energy to personal ball, or if he does it herself, but you have to switch into hold E. Oh, okay. I thought she used the bar when it gets full. Okay. That's a little weird. The ult's sick. The ult is sick. I know, okay. A minute and a half left. You already reached 1 node. Very nice. Oh, come on. Knock right. There you go. She should have got knocked out of the air with the first one. That's kind of unfortunate. The puppet right as you ended your ult. Yeah, you immediately broke that. Wow. Cantos, do you have Orpheus signature or no? What weapon? Do you know what weapon she's running? I mean, I know that you know, but like, do you happen to just know that off the top of your head? You got the new Bang Boot too. I'll see. Okay. So you already got 3 nodes and you have a minute left. Wow, you have a minute left. Is this what peak performance looks like? Yeah, SMB going crazy. Orpheus so goofy. All of her attack animations are super fun. Okay, you're gonna. Yeah, this part's a little just weird. You just kind of just stand there and do nothing until you see the flash. Your trigger's running low on energy. Yeah, so you've doubled the 3-point score already. Yeah, that was really that was really cool. Or if it go crazy. And see, you did that, and Orphe hasn't even been out for 24 hours. Yeah. So Julian, while my resources are downloading for my Europe account, Cantos wanted me to watch this video, so I figured why not? We have to wait for the resources to download anyway.
I can help you ward off misfortune and you have
Number 0, Andy.
That's crazy. 73. Wait, what was that crit damage?
0, Andy.
165 is awesome. See, I do actually really need a hamster cage some of my characters. I have not finished anyone's talents whatsoever. Wait, what? So that's her signature. That's Trigger's signature. Okay. 89 over 83 is really nice. You have start her auto. 29 over 146. 3.75. Yeah, it's the energy reach and the attack. I'm assuming her crit rate being that low is fine because of like her W engine or something. Wow. You hamster caged everything. That's sick. I'm assuming you pre-farmed, right? Like you just had everything pre-farmed, like ready to go. I would assume. Still need to work on my Soldier Zero. As you just saw, Julian, very strong character. I had nothing better to do. I mean, that's fair. So if I weren't so annoyed with like the small inconsistencies of my character builds, I have legitimately thought about just going through and building every character on my account to a usable level, just because I can. Okay, so you do have her signature. 2-piece support set for the energy regen. Yeah, that's really, really cool. That's awesome. And apparently she gets 57% outside of combat. That's a lot. That's awesome. That's awesome. Ah, there we go. That's OBS is having a moment. But yeah, so he has the arbitration. It's super, super sick. Cantos, in your opinion, how hard was it? Okay, thanks, thank you, Psycho, for your. Who was borrowing? Oh, thank you, Cantos. You can look at. I can look at it in the battle record. Oh, that's super sick. I didn't know that. If you got 1 stars here, I'm cooked. Poor Kafka. Kafka's great. So this side I'm excited for. I don't know anything about I haven't seen anything about anomaly arbitration. The only thing I know about it is from what you're showing me now, Cantos, and the very quick interactive that I've had with Zeka before they left. Go look up mine. I can look at yours too. I'll have to go back to my other account, but yeah, I can look at yours too. Latest update 103. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at it. I don't really know what any of this means. But I am really excited to try it. But the fact that you got that is amazing. There's so much stuff. A part of me wants to go through and click all the little red box. Oops. Oh yeah, hey guys, we have the Saber collab. Doesn't matter because his account doesn't have any summons on it, but sure. Zek really just came back just to say. To be fair, they did say that. They did tell me that they were going to do that. Okay. There's so much stuff. Yep. Okay, well, that's enough of this account. Unless, Cantos, you'd like me to look at anything else. Because, like... this account literally existed for me to do endgame content with a new account once, and other than that, I haven't been back on it since. Nope, that was all. Okay. Then we'll pop back on over. And I also need to remember to, like, obliterate the download file that I just did, because I want my space. Teams made... Uh-oh. Look at all my records. Yeah, Jillian. Yeah, I know you were joking. Yeah. Now you also know who I pulled for today. Right? Yeah, how did the Orphe summons go? Did you go hard pity or lose anything? I hope not. Okay. We're back on the one that actually has time and investment. Okay, I want to get all of these out of the way, so that way we can, like, actually start very soon. Name this on a reset, that's fine. Mine was maxed, I didn't, so I don't really, not too worried about it. Orphe in 20 pulls. Engine in 50? That's super sick. Awesome. Yeah, we love that. Okay, let's look at... Mecha. Okay, so they also have, like, the outline, it looks like. Yeah, there's no shot that this team was not 100%ing that one. I still have enough for Lucia guarantee? That's super sick. That's awesome. This site scares me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this part. I'm assuming this part's like remembrance, like, kind of thing, which I don't have, so I'm just kind of cooked. But if you guys aren't able to clear this with 3 stars, and your break teams, I believe, are better than mine, I might be just cooked right here. I think. I don't know. So I want to try. Oh, I got you, lover. It's nice to see you. And then we have these things I'm not too worried about. Yes. Hey guys, I have 69 standard summons. Oops. Okay, and then I think... Okay, so we'll go ahead and spend dailies. I don't know what else this wants from me, except I'm not doing that right now. I'm gonna try for the 99 later. I'm really excited to try this, although I do want to get through the story. So we'll probably just burn energy, and then get dailies out of the way. And then go with that. But yeah. I was talking to... Kantos, I was talking to Lance yesterday, and he was really helpful. He thinks, and myself, thinks that I might get enough summons to guarantee Lucia summons towards the end of her banner, and it might be worthwhile. Okay. Actually, Lance was really, really smart, and he made me not be stubborn. It probably would be best for me to get Lucia, even if I can't get her W engine, and then just try to get Yuzuru on a rerun. Because characters are more important than W engines. And then I can just get both of, if or one of their W engines on their rerun. And he's right. I'm just stubborn.
Stand still.
I can't even clear it. I only got 1 star. Y'all are, I'm worried about my account now. Like, I knew that. I'm gonna be completely honest. Before, when this was announced, I didn't expect to full clear it at all.
Stand still.
But now I'm worried. Check out the rest of my records. Okay. I've been streaming for 30 minutes. I still haven't started the story. Awa? What? Well, you will have guarantee on Lucia, so it still counts. Do I have guarantee in Zenless?
Stand still.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Relax.
You are here for the story, gotcha. Well, we'll start it soon. I have to get my dailies out of the way, of course.
Time to say
and then we'll do that. You use HP on the 3rd fight. Well, I don't have a single HP scaler. Again, I'm not counting Remembrance Trailblazer because it makes no sense for me to use them.
stand still.
As long as I have a good sustain. Yeah. Oh, crap, I only have 2 sustains. Oh no.
Relax. Think with me. Stand still.
I'm cooked. Wait, I didn't even think about that one. I have no sustains.
Lies an endless
I have Hua and Linksha. I mean, Lynx is a good sustain. I do really like Lynx, but she doesn't stack up to like Hua or Linksha.
Boom.
Technically, I have Gepard. I think Gepard might be slightly better than Linksha. Or not Linksha, Lynx. Crap, I didn't even think about the sustain thing.
Relax. Stand still.
Gallagher probably, yeah, Gallagher's probably better. Yeah, because I could probably do Gallagher with Break, and then I can use Linksha
Time to say bye.
13, I think.
Ill fate descends.
I don't know. I have to work because I have 3 teams, and I do have overlap in those teams, so I'm gonna have to try and like fight the overlap, I think.
Ill tidings
Because Hua wants to be on 2 of them, Robin wants to be on 2 of them,
the waters lies an endless
so
abyss.
this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna. Eesh.
Boom.
You can get away to Stainless Night 1. I have never successfully. Okay, to be fair, I've never attempted it, but I've never done well with Sustainless. I didn't even win the first side. Y'all are making me really worried about this endgame
Time
content.
to say bye.
Make sure on the 3rd fight, since you will need a strong sustain there. Okay, okay. So, I guess... Oh, God. Okay. Linksha's bad. Why is Linksha bad on stage 3? Explain. I'm getting the breakdown. Getting all the information. Okay, second one I need to look at their battle records. Which, yeah. I think your Saber team, Zeka, is your strongest team on your account. Like technically Castris is the strongest team in the game. But these 2 goobers are just really strong. And then you have 4 stars here with yep. Why'd you use a dot asphyxiation? I guess Iceland's technically will apply more. Okay. And then you have APOC, which I'm not. Yeah, there's a Runmei. Nice. Okay. So. Wait, what? Oh, this is just in the Trailblazer? I thought this would be in Forius, but no, it's just in the Trail. That's for us. I almost called it the Trailblazer Stern. Trailblazer Stern is technically unique to just Paniconi. Okay. So it's been so long since I've done this. Hello, Silky. How you doing today? It's nice to see you.
Oh, is that a stain? I like this coat.
All right, I'll let Zeka respond and stuff because then I'll start because I don't want to spoil anything for them. Frequent AoE hits plus follow up on enemies that are invincible and have thorns. So why is that bad? Linksha negates the thorns. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't understand. I'll obviously have a better understanding when I get to do it. I lost my 50-50. You should have. I would have also lost the 50-50. Like, you can go back to my videos. Every pulling video I do, I mention the reason why the 50-50 thing exists for me is because I always lose. That's why I always say for Garrett D. But it is unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that you lost the 50-50. Did you have to go to hard pity to get the character or no? Speaking of, I need to use these at some point. I have 69 just tickets sitting around doing nothing. Although I don't really know what else. I don't really need anything from here, so 160 pulls. I mean, that's not hard pity. Technically, you got a hard pity at least once, but you didn't get hard pity twice, which is that's the silver lining. on thorns. Okay. Now I'm going to slowly walk towards this. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna... I guess we have to do another cycle. After all that, I still can't... Really? Well, to be fair, floor 12, 3 stars is really, really hard. Yeah, this MOC is not very fair.
Cycles of Amphorius's tragedy can finally end.
Isn't the story of HSR? No, the story is very good. Amphorius has had its ups and downs because it's the biggest project they've taken on. But no, the story overall is pretty solid. I really like it. I can't clear MOC 11. Ah, okay. What teams do you have?
The arena for the final battle with Iron Tomb.
Will be the arena for the final battle with...
But I still
I'm
feel
excited.
like something's not right.
Irene.
Even though this
There we
cycle
go.
has no demigod of time, time has always stood on humanity's side.
You were the first CC that I hear complimenting the story. Like, I mean, so a part of me wants to be positive because it's like there's enough negativity in the world. I don't want to get on stream and just be like, "Ah, this game sucks. This is terrible. They need to do more summons. They need to shorten the story. They need to do X, blah, blah, blah." It's like the story has its ups and downs. It was really slow in the beginning, almost mind-numbingly slow in the beginning, but it's picked up a lot, and they fixed a few things. So like the story is good. It just had that really rocky start, and now it's good. So like it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. This story is not perfect, and I definitely don't think it's as good as Penacony or Bellabog, but it is still a good story. Is Cyrene coming right after this patch? She's supposed to. Roughly, yeah, 3.7 I believe is her patch. I can't handle the negativity. Yeah, like I'll be critical, but I'm not gonna like dunk on the game because you know people like this game. So I'm not gonna like overly complain.
Oh, weird. No one ever mentioned this.
How many days do you think I have to save up? Well, each banner is roughly 30 days, so you have 60 days.
The core flame of time.
Heck.
When did it get returned?
60 days. How many yeah, because you just...
consider the possibility that
Can you do some ammo? Today is story day. Also, yeah, let's see, I'll see you later, Deka.
to join the fray as well.
Soki, I also can't clear MOC 12. Like, I can't 3-star MOC 12 either.
Are you saying that Garden of Recollection is also getting involved in this unsavory mess? Then I welcome them. If the Metal Keepers
I mean, I can show you how I beat... yeah, I can show you how I beat 11. But yeah, no, it's like, you're totally fine. I get it 100%.
But you know deep down that they can't. In fact,
Right.
memo snatchers will be more of a hindrance to you.
Yeah, the story's good.
Covet Amphorius's secrets.
Anaxa head? Anaxa would be kind of cool to see again. All of Amphorius characters are going to be really cool to see again. Well, I skipped the story? That's crazy.
The erudition's ally.
Yeah, skipping the story is crazy.
But they are certainly not an ally of the destruction either.
I play for the characters and gameplay. I mean, that's fair, I guess.
Right now,
Following behind the Trailblaze, numerous cosmic powers have cast their sights on Amphorius. They all have vastly different philosophies, but the desire to survive will unite them against a common enemy.
How can you be
That's the interesting. I don't know if Evernight's gonna like care about the Trailblazer like March does. Like March wants us to be safe and she'll try and take care of us if she can. But I don't know if Evernight's the same. Because they're technically like in the same body. Kind of like a split personality thing. So they may not.
The war has long begun, Screw'em.
I don't know.
Paths will push the cosmos to its end, and the destruction is only one of them. Polka saw these ripples, but had no way of stopping them. So she found in Device 9. Dr. Primitive also took action, but he chose the wrong allies. And now only wild animals keep him company. As for the two inorganic emperors...
Device IX is interesting. Because we obviously know what IX is.
They could have ascended to the throne of destruction, but they were thwarted by the Eon's plots and became prisoners of the erudition instead.
Don't worry, Silky, that's just Sekka being Sekka. It's okay.
The second emperor had a body made of flesh
It would be...
and blood.
That's not necessarily what I meant, Lance, but, you know, kind of in the similar vein, I guess.
Guess who was the one who influenced his thinking?
We have no interest in chatting about the past with you. Logic, you are stalling, which means you feel trapped.
Trapped.
No.
Looking back,
Chat, it's the same body. That's impossible.
felt trapped. But patience became my strongest weapon. Because of this, I've always waited.
I do really hope at some point in the story, we just get to punch him in the face.
Waiting.
Like, not in like any combat or like anything like that. Just in the story, we canonically just slug him a good one. Just once, please.
You don't want to
Please.
test the resolve
Have a great stream today. Thank you. I hope you have a good day as well.
crossed thousands of amber eras.
Anyway, I'm God. Alright.
Oh, you're right. We won't get anywhere the way things are going right now. Every member of the society has their own way of thinking, and we were never going to expand your thinking through words.
That's her alt line, chat. That's her alt line. Expand your thinking. That's her alt line.
It's my turn now, isn't it?
Yo, wait a minute. Why are you here?
Anaxagoras.
Wait, what? How did he get here? He's dead.
The benefit of dealing with intelligent individuals is that there's no need to wait.
Lupai Sealand's in. Let her join the final act. I'll transmute myself into a Philosopher's Stone and embed myself into the formula. And when the time comes, she needs to shatter me and scatter that stone's ashes into the ocean within the vortex.
So what exactly does your formula do?
Now that would spoil the climax, wouldn't it?
I have 10,000 ways to torture an anti-Catheran.
10,000's not enough.
Flame chase journey that he experienced. The previous me already discovered the optimal solution. Just as that Titan made themselves at home in my brain, I can also fuse myself with your avatar through alchemy. I didn't know until I tried it, but this is simply brilliant. I can flip through a genius's databank like reading a book.
How long is the story? The story's 7 hours. We will not be doing that all in one sitting today.
Stage at the perfect
so-
moment, and use the truth to
But the story's 7 hours. I will sleep while watching the stream, I guess. I mean, I appreciate it. but the stream will not go much longer than it usually does.
Just as always,
Maybe because like maybe tomorrow we'll be able to push.
You
Yeah.
waited
Yep. That's how long most of Inforius is. It's 7 hours per update.
hundreds of years.
this universe is worth all that time that I
Just read a
invested.
book at that point. But like, why? Well, so just like you play the game for characters and gameplay, I'm playing the game for the story. Like, the gameplay is good too, don't get me wrong. But like, the story is the reason why I started the game. So, I'm invested in the story.
How absurd. But
Yeah, but it's a picture book, chat. I like my funny little pictures.
to avoid the watchful eye of the
And it has some really good voice acting.
plan all of this within Amphorius. It seems that there was a slight oversight in my assessment of the experiment.
Yeah. So, Silky, when I get a chance to break away from the story, I can show you my floor 11 run.
Perhaps there was more
but
than just one oversight.
if you put your characters in chat that you have, Himiko VA's back. Let's go. We're winning. I love. She's such a good voice actor too. I use Sanon team and Caster's team. Okay, but who do you have with the teams? Because if you say Phanon and Caster's, I assume you have their premium teams, which you may not have. So I need to know what characters you specifically have.
The remembrances
But I don't have Sunday or Bronya. Okay, so then
third party is about to join.
so then who are you taking? Question mark? I don't know.
Still haven't noticed it. In the past few moments, we've all forgotten.
Caster's I have premium team. I clear just fine. Okay, so it's the Phanon side that's struggling.
Miss Cyrene disappeared.
What? Where's my Cyrene?
I thought no one would notice me if I just waited at a corner of the memory zone.
Is that March? Yep, that's
But
March.
I see that wasn't enough to fool you, my dear.
I kind of want to say this one. Like, lore-wise, Trailblazer doesn't know that this is, like, same body, different person. I'll take a guess and say Phanon struggles against Thule. But my Phanon team, I used to Richard, Runmain, Gallagher. That's a pretty good team. I won MOC 11. Congrats. Just having... Yeah, this MOC 12 is, like, super stupid. So, I'm not surprised.
Looks like you're no longer that surprised to see me. Even though I am an uninvited.
It makes me so sad I can't get her. No. Oh, that makes me so sad.
That look. So full of memories. But I'm not her.
Dang it.
Only you can
Anyway.
see me right now.
Nope, I don't use Phanon. I would use Phanon against Hule. He has counter mechanics and he just also hits really hard. You can clean sweep his little dogs as well. I just want to build my teams in this game to their most premium to the day to get power grab, and then I will quit this game. Okay.
She's nowhere. It looks like you still aren't prepared for the worst.
My sustain's not, so I'm assuming it's Gallagher. Then your Gallagher's not sustaining. Do you know how Gallagher works?
March 7th is no more.
My only sustain is Hyacinth, and Hyacinth has to go with Castros. Well, not has to, but I can see that Phanon would struggle against Negador. Yes, actually, yeah, that's a good point. He would. I pulled for Orphe, lost 50-50 to Kaleda Bellabog. I like that you said her full name in shit. Like, you typed out her full legal name at 70, and now I'm unfortunate. Luckily, you have a full update to get more summons, because there will be more events on the horizon as well.
Yep. No more.
What if I switch the heals? My caster seems correct. Okay.
March 7th entered this world.
Um.
Long before you and Don Hung arrived at Amphorius.
I remember I could watch you on my TV and do other stuff, but now my TV is not working. Uh-oh, that's not good, Jillian. 20 days, we will see. That's because you do get events and things like that, so you get more than you think you will. Hello, Aya, how you doing today? You had a weird dream. What was this dream you had? I tried a lot of combinations. Okay. Yeah, so when I'm able to break away still, yeah, I can show you my floor 11 run.
And burned away like a lone
You have
candle
one ring
in
to
the
rule them all.
fog. And I am the shadow cast by her candlelight.
Okay, hold on. I did a lot of talking to chat. Hold on. Yep, no more. March 7th entered this world long before you and Don Hung arrived in Forest. Yeah, because so Evernight's been here for a while. She embraced the path of remembrance to save you two and burned away like a lone candle in the fog. So naturally, Golem is after you, right? That's another thing. I don't know if it's her trailer or her teaser, but Evernight says she only comes out when her March is in danger, when her March 7th's in danger. So I don't know if Evernight knows March exists. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like Evernight knows that March exists and can see everything that she sees, but it's not the other way around, like it's tinted glass.
I've been
Maybe, I don't know.
the cracks of time all
Sorry, I meant.
these
Oh, it's okay,
years.
Julia. That's fine.
It isn't easy
I'm gonna go get something to
see
eat.
a
Okay.
genius, but
Basically, the whole dream
I can
Golem is
do
chasing
it.
me. Were you also a hobbit, or were you like a full-grown human?
I'll now answer your other question about who returned the core flame of time in this cycle.
Yeah, because it had to have
The
been
answer is
Cyrene.
simple.
Yes, I was a hobbit. Okay, because I was supposed to say, if you were a human, Golem's not that big of a problem. But if you're a hobbit, that's different. One-sided mirror. Kind of, yeah. I can't test since I don't have Phanon, but Caster destroyed Nigador from personal experience, and that should give Phanon a lot of cycles to work with. De Pommel Hule. Yeah, that's the one bad part, is that I can give people advice on endgame content, but because I do not have a single character from Inforius, I can't replicate it, which is kind of really, really sad. There was this one point,
I believe someone as sharp as you would definitely figure out that something's wrong. When the Era Nova fails to proceed, you will remember our initial meeting, and I'll be able to open the way for the remembrance and reach this place.
Down the eye. So you were in. Okay.
Thank you for carrying this core flame all the way to the end of the world. I expected nothing less from March 7th's trusted
And I was
friend.
watching it.
And now, I shall claim the divine authority of time. There's not much in this universe that I care about, except March 7th and her cherished companions.
See, so she does care about March. You spoke with a Nazgul's crazy.
The divine authority isn't actually all that important. What's important is that I will use it to
What does
participate
Tribby do?
in the inner workings of this world.
Look at back, Silky. Oh, goodness
You
gracious.
already have a good idea of what the Era Nova does, right?
I can explain it in a moment.
Extrapolations for the next cycle, based on the World Bearer's memories. This immutable experimental mechanism is the key to the genius's resistance against Iron Tomb. And now, I'll be lending it just a touch more help. Let me filter your memories. Keep the appropriate seeds, and discard the rest. That way, we'll be able to complete an Era Nova that
So we're
this
basically
world has
cherry picking
never
information
before
for the
seen.
system to reformat with.
It won't take too long. You just need to step into the rain of sensation with me. I'll tell you who deserves to be forgotten. And
I
who
started recently.
deserves to be remembered.
I'm not laughing at you. The reason why I laughed is because you were gone, you went to go eat something. And then you come back and you're just like, here's this random character. That's why I laughed. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being a new character and not knowing how a character works. Because the same thing with me with Wuthering Waves. I don't know how every character in Wuthering Waves works because I'm not a day one player. I don't see all the characters all the time. I don't know what they all do. I found it funny when you just came back and that was like the first thing you hit me with. So again, and that's fine. I can explain how she works in one moment. There you go. He was saying something about fire coming when Sauron senses evil people to me to take the ring. So basically you were just in Frodo's body. Or maybe she just cares about March 7th because if something happens to her, she'll die. I don't know. I mean, that's also a very valid option, Julian. However, if that was the case, she wouldn't care about March's companions at all because March's companions aren't needed to preserve herself. So, like, I can see both being the case. But I don't know. Tribute does res pan for the team. Damage taken, debuff on enemies, and a lot of AoE follow-up attacks. You betcha. So the world is randomly generated, and now we're using a seed. Kind of. Yeah. I guess another way to look at it is you're making an AI, and you're feeding it specific information, rather than just opening it up to the internet and feeding it like that. That's another way you can look at it. Oh yeah, on the topic of Wuwa, Shangling Yao's the new Trailblazer. Wait, what? That I like that forced my brain to do a restart. I was like, wait a minute, you said Wuthering Waves and then Trailblazer. You mean Rover? Anyways, I made sure the fire at the place was turned to blue and then I escaped the stadium place thing. Okay, gotcha. Big epic, we love that. That's awesome.
Isn't the fate of the entire cosmos hinged upon this fight? Then this is the
See, this is the duality. I want to trust Evernight because of March, but she's not March. But she cares about March. So I don't know what to do. No, but Silky, does that make sense? Tribby does resistance penetration, debuff on enemies, and she just does a lot of follow-up. Anyways, back to the tree. Right. I don't know what to do. I mean, no matter what, it's gonna kind of shoehorn me into an answer, so there we go.
I'm not surprised at your answer, but I don't need your trust right now.
Asking for that's basically anyone from yeah, that's basically any Memos, right? Then I got on a flight. Okay.
If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead.
Then I'm in a cave. So I wonder if, because the seed has to be dead, I wonder if that's how they're gonna like recreate March 7th, because if she died by embracing the remembrance.
March 7th made a wish to me before she disappeared. Her only wish was for the Trailblazer's journey to continue without an end.
Uh-oh.
I'll definitely fulfill that small wish for her.
Yeah, that's not what she meant.
Friend, what's going on? Your consciousness suddenly went so far away.
Cyrene's back though.
You that the Astral Express crew will definitely see each other again in that new world.
Is March trying to corrupt Iron Tomb? Is that what's going on? Is she trying to turn Iron Tomb into a thing of remembrance to then reformat the entire universe and memories? So she's also trying to destroy the world? kind of like destruction, but like, is that what's going on here? That's what it sounds like. This is not good. I don't like this. That's not it. This is not it, Chief.
Sink into the sea of oblivion.
No.
And become
No.
my guest.
Pepper spray.
So much
No.
time. Just the two
And
of us.
Gollum is wait. So you're on a flight, then you're in a cave, and now Gollum is crawling in the ceiling towards me. Ask him to battle you in riddles. That might help. You cannot refuse my invitation, bro. No. Nah, she's just being a little. I have two sides. Goofy, extra goofy. Oh my goodness. So my advice for MC11: use your cast team on Nikador and your Phantom team against Hule. Give Gallagher some break effect and such stats and AoE regen. Yes, energy regeneration is important.
Because this Memoria tide
I can't. What?
comes from your companion, March 7th.
The pacing regime is everywhere.
It's her deepest and innermost memory.
Her deepest. So we're just flying through space as a chunk of ice. Nah, she's just being silly. March is silly little geese. She's definitely doing something. And him regrowing is I don't know how you have such a vivid imagination. Oh yeah.
Well, I'm not actually.
Okay, so this is March. Wait, what?
It was on that night when
Then I can't remember anything else. Gotcha. To be continued on in another episode of Dragon Ball Z. Wait, Argenti mentioned?
That was when you showed up, without even saying anything. Huh. I see.
Evernight showed up way back then? I don't remember any of that being alluded to.
Then, do you still remember how long it has been since you entered Amphorius? That's gonna be tough to answer. 97 days. You walked every inch of this world in 97 days. But unfortunately, no one was able to see you. And you weren't able to interact with anyone.
I remember that. Like, I remember Argenti and I remember the quest. But I don't remember anywhere. Yeah, there was no hint that Evernight existed. Like, I remember the quest. The quest was good. I liked the character quest. But Evernight was never, like, alluded to in that quest.
Like how
To be fair, they probably hadn't planned that far ahead, which is, you know, fine.
And turn into mimetic entities. You are now a ghost. A being. Unperceived by all.
Argenti called her beautiful. Yes, he did. Yeah, nope, still can't go. Okay, well, maybe there should be a break at some point, Silky, and I can show you what I did.
This world is super terrifying. He and Don Hung have already set off. The Astral Express could appear on the horizon any second now.
Yeah, this is not good.
And they too will become this place's victims.
Nah, we're both different. On the bug part she did? How? Elaborate, please. Jillian, if you could elaborate.
For ages, I've watched people walk through that door. They couldn't see or hear my calls.
But
Voices beyond always promised.
I mean, you did tell me you were rewatching Lord of the Rings, so that dream makes sense. But do you have dreams like that every night? I think I'm dealing 2 less damage with Phanon. What's his crit damage and attack percent?
They are all humans. these people's memories were tampered with. That's not what happened with the Express crew.
We're beginning at a lore bomb right here.
So cruel. Did the Memo Snatchers do that? I don't know. I only possess your memories. None of these people managed to break through the sky.
Both from my Phanon team.
There's probably a dangerous reason as to why Amphorius had remained undiscovered for so long.
I legitimately have absolutely no idea how we're going to resolve this story in a way that's not going to like detonate half the universe. Memo snatchers, no memo snatching. Right, so I'm gonna get the spray bottle.
You gotta know something, right? We practically look like twins. Maybe you know a thing or two about my past.
Yeah, Silky, what's your Phanon's crit damage and attack percent?
Please, tell me what I need to do to protect them.
Dang it, she's so nice. Marge is such a nice character. Ooh. There's surely no way they get rid of March here, right? Like, she doesn't actually, like, die. Right? There's no way. I just closed the game. Okay. Silky, do you have any character that does push up, like at all? Anyone? Because that's really important to use Phanon. I know you said you don't have Sunday or Bronya, but there are a few other characters that do that. When the bug turned her into March 7th, said, "I know your past and the things you want to touch." That was Evernight. I don't know if you remember that. I remember the audio bit, because the audio bit's turned into a meme with Evernight. But was that Evernight, or was that just the bug trying to get her to get closer to her so that she could be eaten? Who knows? They killed Himiko. I mean, that is true. Like, HSR canon will kill people, like characters. But, like, this is an Astral Express member. I can see Evernight, like, maybe it turns into one of those things where it's, like, split down the middle, this size red, this size, like, March. I think that was Evernight. It would make sense if it was Evernight, but the bugs also, like, that was what their thing, is that they would try to get you to get closer to them to be lured into their hive to get eaten. So it could be either. I think they could just come out and say it could have been either of those things, and it would have made sense.
Shouldn't I be the one asking you that?
Though, not that I know of. That's kind of rough. Phanon really wants to be pushed up. Actually, Asta might be a good play here, because Asta pushes up with her ult. And she's relatively easy to build. You just build her relatively fast and chunky with an energy recharge rope. Spam the crap out of her ult. That might be a decent play. Who knows? Again, I know it, and I know everyone has Astra. Maybe. I don't know. I can show you my run. My run will be significantly different than yours, though, because obviously I don't have any character from Inforius. Highly doubt Evernight would let that happen, though. Yeah, I don't think Evernight, because, like, Evernight cares about March. So, I don't know.
Hidden my memories. Never wanted to come out. The only times you showed yourself were when I got into serious trouble.
So she's a hermit.
Because you also don't want to get discovered by the garden's observers. Am I wrong?
Is Evernight a fugitive or something?
There's no one here except us. If you help me, then I'll help you.
It's like the Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing. Except they're actually able to cooperate.
Let me drop a single pebble into these stagnant waters.
I'm pretty sure March is supposed to be an emanator. I think. Nah, she's just a little shy. Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, I don't blame her.
You with your own hands. And it will require all of your memories. What will I turn into after that? Maybe you'll turn into a guiding light. Or maybe you'll be reduced to dead.
Does she turn into the Titan of Time?
I can't guarantee that you'll remain the person you are inside you.
Well, no, because it's right there.
Nothing but an Evernight. Even I can only catch a tiny
Chat, they said her name.
piece of it.
Inside of you is nothing but Evernight? What does that mean?
If this is the only way, then I don't see why I should say no. Besides, the mastermind behind the show is about to find us.
Apologies, lost young lady, but I simply cannot allow you to keep acting as you.
Pecco Boy's title. I know, right? When they say the name of the show in the show, peak writing. Brozani is rerunning. Sweet. Yeah, it's been a minute. She should definitely deserve the rerun. That's awesome. Are you gonna get a gacha? Like as always. Wait, what?
So,
Are there three of them?
see you, huh? As expected. Or maybe he's seen through our true essence.
This is the one thing I really don't like about HSR story, and it's not actually a bad thing. I'm just impatient. They do really good about setting up questions and setting up like, oh, I want to know this, and I want to know this, and I want to know this. That I want to know right now. I want to know the answers right now, which is really good storytelling because it makes me want to come back. Like, I want to know all these answers right now. That team should deal enough to at least very clear with 1 star, assuming their builds are decent. Yeah. Yep, I'm excited for the dude Don Hung. I am. I don't know, really don't have Phoebe. You don't have to have Phoebe. I know that was a huge thing when Zani came out, and I know that I have Phoebe, but you can actually get by just fine with Spectral Rover as long as you build him with a Frazzle set. So if you want Zani, don't let the fact that you don't have Phoebe hold you back, because you don't have to have Phoebe. Evernight, nice enough to warn March. So, yeah, so like, I mean, Evernight did say that she cares about March, and she is showing that, although like, a part of me is like, if you care about her, why are you giving her a solution that may erase her personality and make her turn into a different person forever? So like, I don't know. I don't know. Zani is horrible. I highly disagree, Silky. I've been using Zani in the overworld since she came out, and she does more than fine. Or do I wait till card? Both are good. So like, either or, they're definitely a good pickup.
The Garden of Recollection's methods are puny party tricks. But you... how did you...
She has to be an emanator, right?
Ultimate protocol.
She has to be an emanator. There's no shot she isn't.
Looks like we don't have time to keep talking this out. That's right. Some opportunities will never come again.
Evernight seems to be capitalizing on this. Like, oh, well, we're running out of time. You want to take the offer or not?
Let's do it. Offer up all of
I think I might roll you to Clarthea, then pull for Phoebe, then pull for Zani. That sounds like a plan. Evernight offered her an option to gacha with her souls. Pretty accurate, though. Zani slander in front of one purple. I know, right?
Cast down this pebble and let everything in this world
Oh, I want to know more. Like,
be swallowed by the torrents of oblivion.
the voice change is weird, though. The voice sounds familiar. That wasn't the same. That wasn't March. Bro, what? Did March turn into the umbrella?
Now, let's bring the true Evernight to this world.
What? This character is so hype, but what? She changed all of Euphorius. What? So I guess she just opened up a hole, like she popped the balloon open and allowed the remembrance to come in, I guess is what she just did. I'm pretty sure they have the same voice acting. It would make sense if they did, because it's technically the same body, which means the same vocal cords. Plus, VAs have a very... So most VAs have a very, very high and low vocal range, so one person can voice 4 to 5 different characters.
Am I back already? But why don't I remember anything about my journey back?
This is a memory. This is, yeah, Don Hung's not actually back.
Think back to...
It will take time to uncover the reason. Before then, if one of the Nameless is willing to stay and witness the fate of this world, or...
This is goodbye then, Lord Don Hung. Thank you, guard. I hope that all of you will be able to overcome this disaster. But I can't remember anything after that. No matter how hard I think.
Because it's not true.
Did he not come back with you?
He stayed with Madame Herta. They wanted to try using his tuning to help support the genius's thought hacking.
That's cool.
Himiko's voice?
Off topic. That's fine. In EN, we have Topaz and Ambi. Very nice. Yeah, don't worry, Lance. If you want to talk about anything off topic, absolutely go for it.
Oh my.
But that is nice.
That was Herta's?
No, I think she just took over the firewall at Don Hung. That is true. Evernight did say that March gave up, you know, her stuff so that they could let Don Hung and not Don Hung and Trailblazer in because they would be burned up by the firewall. So that makes sense, Cantos. Cantos, have you done the story like completely or no?
No, it was Sunday's suggestion, but she changed her mind after Xandar's identity was revealed.
And we still can't get in contact with the Xianzhou Lafu?
I'm still trying, but this place is outside the interastral peace communications coverage zone, so...
What about Aventurine's chip, the mini-transmitter? Surely it can get through to the IPC's line.
Himiko, are you alright?
Yeah, you know what's bad when Himiko is like, okay, have we contacted these guys? Have we contacted these guys? Or are these guys picking it? Like, this is bad. No, what? I'm like 10 minutes ahead of you in the store. Gotcha.
All right. I'm probably just tired. Let's focus our energy on the kids.
It is so nice to have her VA back, though. Like, actually.
Right. Unfortunately, I left...
Bro. Well, come on.
Dreaming? The parlor car feels so... Are the voices coming from the passenger cabin?
POV switch. Story characters can be added to the team. I can't wait to not... I'm not using this guy. Do I even... I really hope they don't actually make us fight with Don Hung. But sure, let's make a team to play with Don Hung. This is rough. Don Hung's like not good. Don Hung's not a good character. Okay, Soki, are you still here? Because this is a stopping point if you'd like to see me try MOC for you. I guess you expected him to transform. I mean, Don Hung, like, this form is just, like, really, really, really bad. He's just not a good character to play with. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll show you what my MOC looks like. Um, although, again, I don't know how helpful it will be because it's, you know, different characters. But I'm going to give you what you asked for.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
It'd be kind of cool if they gave us some Biber to Lune. That'd be cool. Also, yeah, so it's totally fine if you can't clear floor 12. I can't clear floor 12 because it's complete crap this cycle. It's not fun. What if Evernight was controlling the bug? I mean, Evernight can technically, I believe, implant memories, so like in a way she can't control people, so she definitely could have done that, Julian. I.e., don't worry, he's deployed as useless. Maybe that would be nice, maybe. But yeah, so here's the team that I used to clear it. Zoki, Dot first team, the Herta carry, Hyper carry second team.
Make a wish. Incense ascends. Any fish taken the... Does that hurt?
Okay. Let's see if I can do it again, because I did not expect to be doing MOC, so I'm not locked in.
Stand still.
Okay, hit Kafka, please. Or not, that's fine.
Relax. Good time. Time to say bye. Boom.
Ill tidings manifest.
Stand still. May as well kill him.
Yeah.
Relax.
Easy cycle.
Ill fate descends.
Give me that defense down. I hate Hule. I think most people who play this game hate Hule. I hate Hule. He sucks. He's absolutely terrible. Anyway, with this smug little look. Also, are you gonna summon your little, like, gremlin again? No? Okay. Well, if you're not going to, then we're just gonna do this. But yeah. So, I guess a little tip for Silky. Hule's always going to go, like, 8 times in a row. That is an exaggeration, but it does feel like that. Hule will go very, very frequently in quick succession. So, you kind of got to play around it. So, like, if you have a character that sustains, you kind of want to hold on to their sustaining till after he does all of his actions, because he is going to go several times in a row, and you need to make sure that you have a get-out-of-jail-free card in the form of a healing or a shield or something like that. Because he's at 5-6 stacks. I cannot remove these stacks whatsoever, and then he's going to summon this guy, and so he's going to immediately go into his, like, Blood Moon, which means he gets to go again. And yeah, so Phaedon's a little interesting. If you can get him into his ult by this point, he has a built-in counter mechanic. You just have to proc it correctly. So he can kind of stop Hule from being a little bit of a dingus here.
What do you want to know?
But that's just kind of if you can, because you don't have any way to push Phaedon up, so you can't really manipulate the timing of any of your characters that easily. So, but yeah, Hule is very, very annoying. We love him.
Time to cleanse the filth. Relax.
So you see how I'm not using Lynch's ultimate? That's because if Hule were to go 3 or 4 times in a row, I'm gonna have to hit that immediately so that I can get the healing I need. So it's really important to have a get-out-of-jail-free card, because Hule can and will go multiple times in a turn.
Destiny isn't chosen.
So you gotta really try and micromanage that.
Beneath the waters lies an endless
Or rather, guess who's back? Back at...
Never last.
Very true. Unfortunately, we don't have to guess because he's been in almost every endgame content since his release, which is so annoying. Like, if I could go back in time, I would probably convince myself to either get Adventurine or Fei Xiao, because those 2 characters just invalidate Hule. Just so. but I don't, so I just kind of do what I got. But yeah,
Stand still.
Lynch is also just really, really nice because she allows you to heal outside of your turn as well. So it's just like a little healing buffer for you.
Boom.
Feisha fell off. Feisha, no, that's not true. Feisha has not fallen off. She has competition, but she's still a very good character. So you notice how Lingsha is going to go after Hule. I can use her ult here, push the bunnies up, which then gives me healing for his rotation. So I'm probably going to do that if he doesn't die here, which he could. No, he's not going to. So he's not going to die, so I'm going to go ahead and pop her ult so that way I can get some healing. So that way Blackshon survives. She got power crap.
Stand still.
Not really. She's like... Conceptually, Phanon and Fei Xiao do completely separate things. Fei Xiao does a lot of her DPS through follow-up. Phanon does a lot of his damage from his ult state. So like, Phanon's damage numbers are higher, but it doesn't matter if your damage numbers are higher if the damage you're doing is not benefiting or detrimenting the boss, if that makes any sense. So it's like, is Phanon a better character? Yes. Is Fei Xiao going to perform immensely better against Hule than Phanon? Yes. So, did she get power creep? Kind of. But just because power creep happened doesn't mean that the other characters are just invalid anymore. Unless it just happens like continuously, like Kafka before her buff and before Heislands. Yes, was probably something you never wanted to bring into endgame. I still did it because I'm stubborn, but I should not be looked at as a person to follow in that sense. Seela? Well, yes, all of the 1.0 characters have gotten power creep by multiple, but Fei Xiao is not a 1.0 character. So.
Is that it? The show begins something. Upgrade configured. Take a look.
But yeah, I'm not saying that power creeping doesn't exist, but it's not as bad as some people make it out to be. Like, and you can ask Zeka. Zeka clears MSC 12 with Seela, and their Seela's E0. So like, you can even do it with Seela. It's just kind of what you have. People say Don Hung power creep adventuring, but both of them are good. I don't know anything about the new Don Hung, so I can't comment on that just yet, but I'm pretty sure Don Hung doesn't apply shields, so fundamentally they're different. Again, don't know if that's true or not. We'll know when he releases. What do I want to do with you guys? If they would just hit Mini Herta. I need them to hit Mini Herta once. Hit the small child. Hit her. Oh my god. So annoying. Okay, well, we can take a skill point turn here.
Never seen perfection. Honored to meet me. Night. Doors echo.
Zeka is a... That doesn't matter. Zeka's different. He's not normal. I mean, I'll agree with that one. Because I think he'd also say that. However, just because Zeka's a whale doesn't mean their E0 Seela is any different than if I had Seela. Because it's E0. Now, I could be wrong. I think the only characters that have high Eidolon... Actually, I know for a fact the only characters on Zeka's account that has high Eidolons is Saber and Heislands. And they cleared with Seela before Heislands was released. So they weren't benefited from Heislands whatsoever. So, like, it's a little different if they were trying to, like, push Saber or something, but they're not. Their seal is like everyone else's. He has supports that are not S0. Most of his supports are E0. I think his only support that's not E0 is technically Heislands because he builds her to be a support and not a dot character. but like his Sunday, I believe, is maybe E1 max, and even then, most people have E1 Sunday because it's just really good. So I don't know. I'm probably sounding a little aggressive. I absolutely don't mean to be aggressive with you, Silky. You're just trying to like learn. But I've never understood the mindset of just because they're a whale, there's nothing to learn from them. Zeka does a lot of work in doing their runs really, really well. So they have a very deep understanding of how characters work and how enemies work, more so than I do. So, although yes, you probably are never going to replicate what they do one-to-one, you can still learn a lot, even if you can't replicate their teams one-to-one. If that makes any sense. So again, I don't mean to be short with you whatsoever, Soki. But just because someone's a whale doesn't mean you can't learn anything from them. That's just not true. As a matter of fact, Zeka Kantos have taught me quite a lot about HSR. So, and I don't have too much overlap with the teams that they share. He's a hardcore player. He knows the mechanisms, and he is so bored he experiments. Right. And so, like, again, he probably can't give us too much advice when it comes to being a free-to-play, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't understand the boss mechanics better than I do. Like, he absolutely does. He knows most bosses' resistance to elements. He knows most bosses' turn rotations. He knows skill values. He knows speed values. I don't know any of that. I'm just here to play the game and beat it. So there is a lot you can learn from Zeka, but so man, doing Star Rail, right? It's update day. I think Zeka got like E3 or E4 blade because he lost. Yeah, so Zeka does also have an E4 blade because they lost 54 times, but they don't use blade, so it's not a big deal. So again, I do apologize if I sounded like aggressive with you, Silky. Didn't mean it to sound that way. The Herta has like almost no defense. Luckily, I don't want to be spoiled. Right, we are doing story today. Silky just asked me to do an MOC run to help them with their run. Living on 1% is crazy. That's fun. I think so. We'll get like E3 or E4 play. Yes. Well, I'll talk to you later, Jeff. It was nice to see you. We don't need to do that.
Never seen open sesame.
But yeah, Nikador's another one where you have to be really, really stingy with your ults. Like, I'm only going to use ults when he has his war armor active or when he has his things out like this. But as of right now, I don't need to worry about it. The Giver, Master of Legions, right? Wish me luck on my Orphe pulls, guys. I do wish you the best of luck. So because you can see that I have this active here, I want to use my ults so that way when I do their autos, I'm able to do as much ward break as possible because I really want to. However, because I have Robin here, I can go ahead and do her auto once, and then I can do... Whoa, pulling in ZZZ, right? And so because I have Robin here, I'm able to kind of gimp another turn out of him for free. So that means I can auto with everyone once, pop Robin's ult, it pushes everyone forward so that I get another turn. And then if I do her E, it's doing 4 instead of 1 tick of damage, which is really nice. I can go ahead and pop Herta and Quaffaw's ult, so that way they're also doing 2, which means that I'm essentially breaking his war armor, invalidating his big attack. So, Nikador's not too hard. You said you don't struggle with Nikador because you have casters, but I talked a little bit about Hule. I might as well talk a little bit about Nikador as well. That may kill. Nope. Because we broke his war armor, it didn't kill us. And then... That was rude. He just threw a pointy stick at me. I can go ahead and do that for a skill point. Then I can use her ult to refund another skill point. And I clear here. So there we go. GG.
What a crumb.
So that is floor 11. I hope that helped a little bit, Silky. Like I said, we have fundamentally different teams, so like you can't use a dot team here. But as long as you have a sustain that has a get out of jail free card like Linksha. Lynx also kind of has one if you hold on to her ult. If you're really stingy with her ult placement, you can do Lynx. Natasha does not have one. Gallagher is probably still the better bet because his ult also works in that sense. You can also apply the E debuff to Hule himself, and then when you hit him, you should get healing back as well in that sense. But I hope that helped. Maybe. Bro, why Archer not built? What do you mean? What do you mean, why is Archer not built? My Archer is built as much as I need him to be built. Because I have no reason to use him. I don't have Sparkle, so I can't utilize his full damage, and I don't need another team. That's why. Because my third team consists of... Where are you? This one. Okay. Okay, thank you for stopping by, Silky. It was nice talking to you. Ah, my heart. I mean, I just don't need him. If you really want to utilize him, and he's useful without Sparkle, 100%. But if you really want to do his big damage, you want to have Sparkle.
Don't worry, Pom Pom. They're both experienced nameless. They'll be just fine.
Oh. I'm right here.
Is the 3.6 story finally getting it? Kentos, I thought you said you were 10 minutes ahead of me. Wouldn't you have a better understanding of that than I am? I mean, I'm really interested in it mostly because, you know, they start the story with March, who is probably my most...
Believe that their car is still floating in the vacuum of space.
How do I word that? March is the most anticipated character I've had since her release. I like a lot of the...
That's why the Express wasn't able to receive any landing signals.
Oh, it's Black Swan here.
It's likely that the two missing nameless, like March 7th, also came under the influence of the Path of Remembrance, and only the minds entered Amphorius.
But yeah, so what I was trying to say is, I like all of Amphorius' characters. I really do. But March is the character that before their stuff even really came out, I was really excited to see about. So I may be horribly biased towards this because it has something to do with March, and I really like March as a character. So I might be biased. I don't know if it's good yet or not. March is the goat. She's the goat. Hey, Mr. Kelpie, what's up? Gotcha. Chad, I also think I might have been a little bit mean. Just so again, I didn't mean to.
I was just about to get there, Miss Himiko. Right now, Amphorius' memory zone is extraordinarily full. I can also take this opportunity to enter the world and seize as much of an advantage for the Astral Express as possible before the other memo keepers arrive.
I don't know if I trust
Example,
the
I can
memo
light a beacon in the
keepers.
zone for the Trailblazer and Don Hung to follow back home.
I don't know if I trust them. Black Swan is here because she never... I mean, right, but this is... I don't think that this is what's happening. I think that this is just a fabrication. So I don't, like... Or maybe it is what's happening, I don't know.
He and I set out. Even if this is a dream.
I wonder if Evernight's going to be just standing in the room menacingly. You think? We can't see through the door. But now I'm about 30 minutes ahead. Wasn't a fan how 3.6 started. That's fair. I am really excited to be able to actually see the Express crew. Every time they mention your name, I feel like they're talking about... Yeah. I have thought about changing my name, and because obviously the AC is a joke that my friends used to call me. unironically, because they had problems with their car, and the car's air conditioning, so they would call me AC, and so whenever anyone asked if the car had AC, they'd say yes, but it was just because I was in the vehicle. So that's where the AC comes from.
Sorry, March.
So it's just a really dumb bit that my friends made, and then I ended up starting to do content, and I never really got around to changing my name. I don't even know if you can change your name in HSR.
This isn't a dream after all.
Mr. Air Conditioning? Pretty much, yeah. So that's like the bit, is Mr. Air Conditioning.
Based on what Madame Herta said, Don Hung should already...
Trailblazer is an AC unit? I wouldn't be surprised.
But the Express hasn't detected...
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can change my name. If I can, I probably will change it to one more, because that would make sense.
Black things somewhere before.
It was working out right.
Or he's already returned to the but fell into the trap of someone with...
No, I've definitely seen them before.
In Wuthering Waves, you can change your name, yes. In Wuthering Waves, my name is One More Pull. Because obviously my channel existed after I started Wuthering Waves, so then I named myself after my channel, which makes sense. You can change it anyhow again, so it's just a cooldown afterwards. I might change my name then.
Don't worry.
I think that'd make the most sense, and instead of people joining my stream and they're like, wait a minute, what's this? Because obviously no one knows about the AC bit until I tell them, and this is the first time I ever said this bit on stream, so.
All he needs is a little...
Oh, now I understand. Trailblazer, Traveler, Car, AC. It's how you get it, Cantos. That's exactly why. 100%.
That makes me feel much better. Don Hung has all of the qualities you mentioned.
I don't know what your intentions are, but as the guard of the Astral Express, any suspicious and uninvited guests to leave.
What is that? Oh, I was about to say. Oh, they're actually gonna make me fight with Don Hung? Oh no. And none of them are weak to wind, which is crazy. Okay. Brother, this character's bad.
Eternal.
This character's like... Oh no, the memes are attacking, right? Luckily, they aren't hitting Don Hung. It's like... This character's... Why did they give us one of the worst characters in the game? They are just trash. You will be fine. I mean, like, I know that I'm perfect. Like, I'm never gonna lose this fight. I just find it ironic that they give us a fight with the character, and the character's not good in the fight. It's just funny, I guess. Like, I'm literally having to use the supports to do the break damage, and Don Hung gets to sit here and do nothing. Like this. That's how bad this is. But yeah, no, we're definitely not losing this fight whatsoever. Didn't make me fight with him. Let me choose. I obviously I actively chose to put him on the team but I like to put the characters that they're giving me in the story in the team. That makes thematical sense. So I made the conscious decision to do so. It just makes more sense. You really went with hyper carry. I mean, yeah, like he's the story guy. Let's make him really strong. Or well, stronger than usual.
Don Hung!
Miss Himiko, even if it's just through a spirit warp jump.
You could hear our conversations?
Yes. It was thanks to your voices that I could pierce through the memorial barrier. It was not a wise decision to let a memo keeper of unknown origins board the Express.
Can't argue with that.
Miss Black Swan has been on the crew's side ever since things started going wrong.
So many baffling things kept happening one after another. I don't even know where to begin.
See, I'm actually really interested to see how the Trailblazer crew's gonna react to the main character coming back. Because it's like, obviously Don Hung, AC, and, well, Trailblazer, AC, myself, Trailblazer, whatever. One more pull. Are all going through not some good experiences whatsoever. But The Trailblazers are getting hit exceptionally hard after having to relive Phanom's 33 million cycles. So I'm actually really excited to see like how they react to the Trailblazer actually coming back.
Don't blame yourself. You're all safe and sound, and that...
Are he and March 7th really safe and sound?
As a matter of fact, while you were on your way back, Amphorius's circumstances changed once again. And these circumstances have something to do with the two you just mentioned.
Are you saying that he has been kidnapped by an unidentified remembrance pack?
So you're saying that person's appearance is identical to March
Okay,
7th?
well, unfortunately, Evernight is now on the radar.
It's too early to say that, as I haven't seen her with my own eyes. I've only detected a similar aura in the memory zone.
Shouldn't have pulled for Himiko, now she's fine. Right? Unfortunately, she's like one of 2 premium dot supports with Kafka, so it was gonna happen.
But I can assure you, if we sink too far into the Memoria tide of that myth,
what will happen?
Everyone here will be torn to pieces.
What?
Please, trust me on this.
Oh. Wow, okay. So Evernight's, I'm assuming it's because she's strong, but Evernight's so strong that even Black Swan's like, I don't want to touch, I'm not getting near that, whatever that is.
But I also trust in our trailblazing companions. I know this isn't what March would want.
No matter what secrets are buried within, we'll do whatever we can to find that March 7th and bring back him and the March we all know. I mostly understand what we've learned about the erudition and the destruction. But what roles do the remembrances intruders play in Amphorius?
I made some new discoveries relating to that with Madame Herta's help, as part of the deal. Do you mind if I share them with you? Alright then.
Well, that's actually fair. Black Swan... Fix the AC, right? But that's like, Black Swan's never been like an antagonistic character, but they've always been kind of shady. Like with how they tried to get close with Acheron and then got traumatized, and then so on and so forth. Like, so I don't distrust Black Swan, but she always has like, she's always like has a veil of like mysteriousness, and I don't know.
It's finally my turn to shine. Oh, this feels like such a grand.
The bigger problem for Black Swan is that Evernight isn't particularly dangerous to memoric entities, like memo keepers. I thought, because I will be on the same part soon, I will be waiting for the Black Swan rerun. Black Swan rerun's gonna be huge. I guess desert people appear shady on the outside. I mean, that is true. Like, we can... that's fair, Lance, actually. That's a really good point. But, okay, Julian. That makes sense. So, I guess Kanto's... like, mimetic entities and those kinds of things have always been slightly... like, they've always slightly eluded me. I've never fully understood them. Like, I know that Black Swan doesn't technically have, like, a body anymore because she gave it up for the Path of Remembrance and things like that. Because she's a Memo Keeper. But I wonder why, and you've played more of the story, so maybe this is answered in the story. But I wonder why Evernight's dangerous to specifically mimetic entities.
Very capable assistant. They were the ones who helped you.
I really want Black Swan, but I was playing for another character. True. Imagine them as ghosts. That's what I kind of had imagined. But like, they can also interact with the real world in your memories, I guess. But yeah, I just want to know. I want to know more about March or Evernight. I would really like to. That reminds me. I wonder if there's a universe where Evernight is used outside of Castrus's premium team. I don't think so, because she just scales too well with Castrus. But yeah. Yeah, so there is no realm that you don't... like, I can't bend my rule to try and include March, because there's just no way I can utilize her fully.
You did this through a mirror?
In the future, surely. Black Sun will eventually get a rerun, 100%.
The garden has strict rules for collecting memories, but not all
Poltergeist can also interact with the world, so that comparison isn't... Right, yeah, I've always thought of them kind of like ghosts-ish, but they are ghosts that thrive off memories, I guess, kind
The
of.
space station often has uninvited guests, and they never seem
But yeah.
to know their limits. That group of memo snatchers has been taken care of, and they are now trapped in the fourth mirror. How many of them are there? I can't quite remember.
So she is a vault of memo snatchers. Win 4.0 new mechanic. I don't know, because if this is the ending of Inforius' story, I don't know if we're gonna have an update where it's like downtime. I feel like we should. I would kind of be a little sad if it's like, okay, this is the end of the story. Next update's immediately gonna be 4.0. Like, I would like one update to just see Inforius characters be happy for once. Because like, they're always in such a terrible situation. I want to see them be happy. But yeah, maybe, I don't know.
The Garden of Recollection is secretly salvaging the memories of a path disappearing.
Okay. This is going to be a huge lore dump, so I'm going to try and pay attention. So in the meantime, I will catch up with chat. When Iona holds hands of Rover, it should have been me, not him, right? I'm going to make that into a short. Like, you can still hold her hand even after the quest. I'm going to make that a short, I swear. It's probably going to be made tomorrow. Maybe Friday, actually, because I'm going to do a longer stream tomorrow, I hope. Longer. Sure. I know Black Swan future, she will marry me. I mean, what, right? Can you touch? Wait. Hold on. I'm reading too far into this. If you marry Black Swan, can you even, like... Because she's a mementic entity. She doesn't have her corporeal form. 1, she'd outlive you. 2, you can't even hold her hand, because she's not physically there. I don't know, just saying. Anyway. 3.8 might be downtime, or 3.7. You count an epilogue like 2.3. I would really appreciate an epilogue where it's just like we get to, like, I don't know how they're going to end it because it's really hard for me to guess. But I would really like to just see everyone happy and not be an impending doom every second of every patch. Because we kind of got that with Belobog, like, after everything was said and done. Sure, Bronya had to deal with Cocolia's, like, passing, but everyone was on the ups. And then obviously Penacony as well. So I really hope that we get something like that.
The memories of a god's death.
Wait, they want to do what? So they're secretly salvaging the memories of a path disappearing. So death.
Eon Falls? That would indeed be a spectacular sight for someone dedicated to recording these things.
I'm a vampire, so that's not fine. True, actually, if you're a vampire, you will live almost as long as she will. I mean, I wasn't hinting at that aspect, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can't hold her hand or, like, anything like that. Like, okay, sure, yeah, I won't beat around the bush. You can't put your head in her lap, you can't hold her hand, you can't give her a peck on the cheek. She's not physically there. And sure, if you want to go that far, you can't do that either. But, I don't know. Should give you the memories of it without actually doing. She just puts your finger on your, like, the front of your forehead, and it's just like the brain meme of all the electricity coming out of your forehead. Yeah. Anyway, that's what happens when I look way too far into a question.
Seem to have been aware of
I can make it work somehow. Fair.
early on, but they lacked a decisive power and had no way to penetrate Amphorius's firewall.
The Memo Snatcher wanted to let Iron Tomb be birthed so they can record. That makes sense. Yes, that makes sense. So
So, what did they decide to do?
Hide the truth and wait for an opportunity. Now, it seems that letting Memo Keepers guide the right people here was also part of the plan. This also confirms one of my suspicions. They have already infiltrated deep within the garden.
They would not hesitate to associate with the destruction in order to salvage memories? Could they be the cremators?
I don't know. Perhaps there are even deeper things at play here. The majority of Memo Keepers believe that when the universe inevitably reaches its death, unable to sustain increasing entropy, Fu Li will use the memories of everything to reforge the cosmos.
I think Fully could do that though. Does it matter that it can happen physically? We are also attacking physically, so does that mean a conversation meaningless? Sure. VA slate. Lads.
Amphorius, as a scepter, can be viewed as a mini-universe. This is why Memo Snatchers have been frequenting the Herta space station. Without a doubt, these extremists wish to record the cause and effect of Iron Tomb's destruction of the erudition. They may want to use it to simulate the end of the universe, or to probe into the unfathomable will of the eons.
So it's not the Memo Keepers. Like, Fuli doesn't want Iron Tomb to be released. It's the extremist Memo Snatchers. Maybe Fuli does. Maybe Fuli doesn't care because he's an Aeon. Aeons are really hard to understand.
Giving these people the opportunity
Simulate
to enter.
the universe back into life,
Now,
right?
they'll do anything to prevent outside powers from interfering. Because your involvement will certainly influence Iron Tomb's final outcome.
It's gonna be sick and also kind of funny. If Iron Tomb does end up being fabricated, but he just, because of the Trailblazer, gets reincarnated as like a trash can, and we can just keep him on the Astral Express. That would be super sick. I would love that. Not gonna happen, but that'd be cool. I'll stop joking now. You can joke as much as you want, Jillian. That's fine. You're having fun. That's what matters.
I do not believe that Miss March is on their side. In fact, when the car you used for landing first made contact with Amphorius, a violent surge of memories flowed past. Combined with what we know now, I have reason to suspect that the flash of power came from
March.
Yep. So yeah, it was her.
Exactly.
Just playing Woo right now.
She was the
Nice.
first to be hijacked by the Remembrance, but she used Memoria to neutralize the fire
On YouTube. Very nice.
You two to enter Amphorius.
Yeah, so that's the flashback that we saw with those two together, and that was her like taking over the firewall. Gotcha.
At present, we've lost contact with him. Our only choice now is to rely on the eyes and ears of those two geniuses to understand the situation within Amphorius.
Like, I know Herta's like kind of like it's like, okay, kind of is a bit of a stretch. She is very egotistical, but she would probably do a pretty good job about keeping the Trailblazer safe. Like, she may not care about the Trailblazer as a person, but she definitely cares about the Trailblazer as an experiment. Yes, that is the theme in general. Just because you are a faction of past traders doesn't mean that they represent that Aeon, or that the Aeon even likes them. Annihilation Gang. True. Yep. Like, because I mentioned that earlier, some people speculate that Evernight may be a follower of the Enigmata because of like all the jellyfish and stuff.
There's no use
But
in agonizing over this, Don Hung.
but maybe we actually know about that later when we know more about her. I'm not sure yet.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess to me it just doesn't make sense how you can be a past rider but not represent the Aeon, because to be a past rider means you have to be like, you have to walk down that path and therefore get the bit, like kind of like an emanator, but like to a lesser degree, like a watered down degree. If that makes any sense. I think you are undermining Herta's tsundere feelings. When do we get the tsundere aspect? Because I don't think I would have remembered that by now, right? I don't think. Where is this information? I would love to see this.
Yes, conductor.
I think Cardathea might rerun in 2.8. A Cardathea rerun would be kind of huge. She hasn't had a rerun yet, so it should be on the horizon at least soon.
Pom-Pom knows. Pom-Pom came over to bring you good news. Passenger Welt says they found those 2 passengers. Their projections are in the parlor car.
So I'm gonna have to fight anyone else with this team. Herta's always been a tsundere, a high functioning.
And Mr.
That is true. She always has been.
Himiko, you seem to be feeling much better now.
I'm still waiting for Rappa's a huge pickup. She's probably the best break character. She hasn't had a rerun in a minute. Yeah. I don't know. They have a lot of rerunning to do with. Eventually, I think HSR is just gonna have to bite the bullet and do the triple rerun banner every patch just to get through characters. Because, like, I don't want to wait for 5 months for a character to rerun, because that's a long time.
But she'll be happy to receive everyone's praise.
I love Herta.
Back to the topic at hand. Mr. Don Hung, we did a sweep of the area surrounding Amphorius's celestial body for organic signals, and we finally discovered the bodies of you and Mr. Trailblazer. The 2 of you were very fortunate, as there was something protecting your bodies. All vital signs are still present.
Something was protecting our bodies. Is that March? Or Evernight, I guess?
March?
Our preliminary determination is that the bubble enveloping you 2 in the vacuum is made of a substance similar to Memoria.
Yeah, so it is.
This substance is connected to the lost Miss March.
It will take some effort to bring your bodies back to the Express, so you should get some rest first.
How on earth do they expect me to get rest when my body's floating out in space? Anyway.
Have we completely lost contact with the inside of M4?
There have been several unforeseen circumstances. But now Amphorius is enveloped by the fierce path of remembrance, once again cutting off all channels of communication for outsiders.
March is born from a fragment. So I think that was revealed, Steins, in the trailer, like the character trailer, I think, if I'm correct.
So we have no
I think.
way of contacting him.
So yeah, because I assume that Evernight would be Evernight, and by proxy March, and by proxy Evernight would be as strong as an Emanator, with them being what they are. Although I don't actually know what the Enigma is all about, because the only time we really interact with them is in Sim Universe. So I'm not entirely sure what the Enigma is, like, what their gimmick is. Although, yeah. So, but that is true, Steins. I did remember seeing that about the trailer. And Aeon is representing a path. They, in fact, define that path. Anyone that walks parallel to that path is a Pathstrider. And Aeon can dislike a Pathstrider because they are walking too far away from that path. What? You're right. The Aeon makes sense to me because, like, they're like, Nanook is the epitome of destruction. He's like the destruction. So Nanook dislikes the Annihilation Gang, likes the act of destruction instead of focusing on the goal of total universal annihilation. Right. I do remember the Annihilation Gang was so funny. Everyone was so hyped for those characters, and they got off-screened. Enigmatic gimmick is to obscure the unknown. They were born to contradict their edition. Gotcha. Thank you, Lance. That makes sense. That makes sense, especially with what Evernight's been doing so far. So I guess, because so Cantos, if it's like a path, as long as you're walking the path, you can walk the opposite direction, and then that leads them to not like them. Or like you can just walk the path but have a different... What's the right word for that? You can have a different representation of what it means. Like, you know, the Annihilation Gang just wanted to destroy stuff, whereas the Nuke wanted to destroy everything. I guess, if that makes any sense.
What are you thinking?
Path Striders are those who follow the concept of an Aeon, but they draw power from the path. But an Emanator, yes, that part I do know. Thank you, Steins.
If it was March who helped us get past the firewall, then does that mean only he and I?
That is a logical inference.
Mr. Scroolum, do you have a way to
You want to go back? That...
Even if my body and spirit are able to return without a hitch.
We can't lose you again, Don Hung.
Miss Himiko, if we can't get him, how is that any different from losing me?
You're right. I should have known you.
See, Don Hung is a real one.
I suppose there's no point in trying to dissuade you.
That's like the only gripe that I really have with the HSR story, is that like if you really want to know like a lot about the story, like you can piece a lot of the pieces together. A lot of it is just surface knowledge that they do give you in the story, but it's like I don't know about the Enigmata because it's not in the story. It's hidden behind walls of text in Sim, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't want to read all of that. I would rather it be told in like, because Wuthering HSR kind of does this, but Wuthering Waves does this a lot, where if it's like if they say Enigmata, it'll be a word in quotes, and you can click on it, and then it will tell you a little summary of what it is. I think HSR would benefit from that a lot, because I don't know if they do that or not, because it's obviously been a while since I've done an HSR story. But yeah, it'd be nice if they did that, because I don't want to sit through, you know, 10 paragraphs of stuff that you have to know. Glad CZ doesn't have collectible books. I think like that is very true. I think I have a much better understanding of the Zenless story because a lot of it's just there. It's all just there. There is some things that you can infer, like if you talk to some NPCs and stuff, but it is mostly just there. Whereas HSR, you kind of need to read to fully get it, but you can't piece together most. Like 80% of it you can get just by playing the game. You don't have to like read anything. But I'm a nerd and I like to know more about this stuff because I love world building and I love the concept of like Aeons and Past Riders and stuff. I'm a huge Greek mythology buff. So, and that kind of like scratches that similar itch, if that makes any sense. Okay, the parallel stuff isn't a good example. The Annihilation Gang deviated from the path by 10 degrees. That still makes them Past Strider, but Nuke doesn't like them because... What?
You may notice a hint of sweetness in the air. That would be the fragrance of the 7-colored bath salts from Marmorial Palace.
Okay, so then I guess... Yeah, sorry, Cantos, I thought I'm not understanding this. So, say a path is the size of an airplane track, right? You know, like an airplane runway. You don't have to walk perfectly straight. You can walk kind of a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, but you're still on the path. It just means that you don't truly do what the Aeon's doing, I guess. I just get the ZZ story because I only care about... The story's so good, though. But, yeah, that makes sense, Cantos. That does make sense. I also don't know why Shush is talking to me.
Era Nova now complete. You have granted the hero the perfect conclusion.
The VA for Kalis is a really, really funny guy, and he has a YouTube channel. So I just imagine him voicing that, like, little singing part.
Lord Ravager, Iron Tomb? Ha! Mere playthings in the hands of the Trailblazer. The cosmos is safe once more because...
Shush.
Yeah, Evernight's doing something to us. Because that's not true.
Perfect timing. Let's I'm wide awake. Who left this? Ooh, strange.
So something is going on with this. Your good friend, March 7th? Surely that March is okay, right?
Whatever. I'll go ask her. Huh? What? All I did was take a bath. Better step forward and take a closer. Keep it down. I think I found him.
Distant male voice. That's Don Hung, isn't it? I should probably equip like an actual team instead of just trying to keep deriving the team that I used to farm my dailies.
What's this?
So dislikes the Annihilation Gang because he doesn't want to associate with the weird crap. The Annihilation Gang was a really, really, really weird group. Like I actually understand the Duke on that one. But that's fair. Okay, that makes more sense. Thank you, Kantos. Is Trailblazer gonna go? Bro, I got petticoated to get. It all leads back to petticoating. It would be kind of funny as like an April Fool's joke.
Is this the
whatever the story is at that point, because we're quite a ways away from April Fools. But if we get to that point, and it's just we just wake up in Pentacle and it's like, yeah, so everything after this point's been a dream. Here's the actual story, and it's just something super mundane and stupid. I mean, it would be pretty obvious that it was a joke, but it'd be funny nonetheless.
What took you so long?
Imagine a point of origin and then a lot of paths going away from it. If you follow a path, then an Aeon defined, you are a path strider. But since you aren't you can't follow a path 100% accurate. And if you deviate from the path too much, your Aeon might dislike you for the deviation, even though you're still a path strider of Aeon. Gotcha, okay.
Hurry up! The navigation meeting is about to start.
So that's why you have some characters that are like lore, like character-wise, they embody this path, but lore-wise they follow this person or like this Aeon. That makes sense. Well, yeah, this is the hotel again. Yep.
Come on over. It's time to choose our next. Perfect timing. The meeting's at a standstill. Lushaka or Melistanen?
Lushaka the Second Seas. That's my planet ornament set.
The vote's split 2 against 2. Everything hinges on your vote now.
Are they going to be like, who's March?
Once again, the passenger is talking.
Young people, always full of jokes.
We haven't heard Wilt speak in 2 to 3 months, and the first thing he says is old young people. Yeah, he talked to Don Hung earlier, but his voice is like robotic.
Oh, I get it. You said you didn't see March. True, she might be hiding somewhere in the lobby. The objective of the game is to you're her closest companion. If anyone
Wait, what? She's actually wait, March is actually here? It would be kind of cool if this is actually March and like it's a subconscious part of her memory.
Playing hide and seek with me?
Akron is someone that doesn't want to follow the path of nihility, but so far wasn't able. Yeah, because she's an emanator. Yeah, that was who I was thinking. Because it was like, Akron's an emanator, but hates the path. Hates the path. So yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Hello? I knew you'd call. Don't worry. We'll see each other very soon.
It doesn't sound like Evernight. Like Evernight and March have the same voice, but Evernight has like different tones.
The trailblazing journey never really ends.
Yeah, because shit.
March.
Evernight twisted her wish. This is weird. Evil Annihilation Gang be like, what you gonna do? Nanook, not gaze at me. Right, well, they all just got no diff by Acheron, but yeah. Everyone was super hyped. I don't know her name. What was her name? It starts with a C. Everyone was really excited. To play her, but I don't know. Constance, there we go. Everyone was really excited to play Constance, and then Acheron just kind of like deleted all of them. Maybe not all of them. But yeah. Which was kind of funny. Is that the one that looked like Albedo? For you betcha it was. I would have pulled on that character regardless. Overlord is my favorite show, and Albedo is my favorite character. Actually, Overlord has a really tight cast. They're all really good. But yes. People say she will still be playable. Technically, not all of the Annihilation Gang was destroyed, I think. But I don't know if they will ever go back to her, because the time to introduce her, I think, has passed, unless she like actually does something important in 4.0. So maybe.
Easy, I know. But you find your way back. Find yourself.
Is that Phanon? I think that's Phanon talking. I think that's the distant male voice is Phanon. And then maybe the distant female voice is Cyrene?
An unsigned guest log. Wait a second. Why am I looking for...
Is that March? It sounds like Cyrene. That's not March. It sounds like Cyrene. Yeah, that's why it says Pink. Pink voice is well, technically Pink could also be March, but...
March 7th isn't here.
She's gonna beef with the new Gwyneth Ventures Assemble, right?
Faint, fleeting voices are speaking to me. But where... I went through something like this before. Not even Lycus's prison could hold me. Keep it together.
Well done, friend. Just like that.
That's definitely Cyrene.
Flowers in the nether realm.
I thought that was... Yep.
Match up my colors, okay? Then we can go home together.
Yeah, that's without a doubt. That's not March.
You're trying to tamper with the remembrance, too. Too bad. You're no match for me.
What is that symbol?
Did you find her?
It is kind of cool. Like, just how strong Evernight is.
No, it's a feudal game, isn't it?
In truth, you don't have to go to such lengths to...
Because in this memory zone, March is everywhere.
Nah.
Protecting my seventh wish.
You. She doesn't want to say goodbye to the Trailblaze.
Yeah.
We are her
It's a...
sprites. For the sake of her wish, we must give it our all.
It's the symbol for flat note music. Gotcha. Okay, thank you. It looked familiar because I used to play guitar, but I wasn't sure. It's been years since I played guitar.
Thrilling damsel in distress rescue. Wait, maybe I got that backwards. That's right.
Let's go!
Now I'm in my mem form.
Based Cyrene.
Seriously, one mysterious and cute memo sprite is more than enough.
I will legitimately miss having Mem around for our journeys. Because I'm assuming Mem doesn't come with us to go to the 4.0 place. I will actually really miss Mem and her like little remarks all the time.
What does it take to make you understand?
Are they following me or no? Can I can't hit them.
Step 1. Stop scaring him already.
Do I go up here? Pink wives fighting, right? We'll see after Cyrene releases, Castrus's best in slot teams are going to all be pink-haired people.
In this form, I'm way more suited for the memory zone. I'm totally in my element.
Phaenon's theme song is fire. It is very good. Very, very good.
Away in the deepest corner of your memories. Lift the curtain of memory and stir up ripples of past reverie.
But yeah, it's a little interesting that March, Evernight claims to care about March,
Where am I?
but is like twisting and contorting her final wish.
The space station. Where it all began for you. Looks like we made it.
I don't know. I don't think that Evernight's a bad mom.
Kafka?
We haven't seen Kafka in his story since the Lafu. I'm so happy to see her again.
I remember they were there in your memories too. You sound really
It makes me genuinely so happy to see Kafka again. Even though this is technically a memory, we're not going to get anything new out of this. Alright, maybe we will. Bro, can I go talk to Mom? I'm your biggest fan.
What's this?
Oh wait, well hold on. Do we actually get lore? I'm sitting up for this. Hold on.
Memories from before I woke up?
Wait, what?
So, Silverwolf, how long till he wakes?
10 out of 10 voice. 10 out of 10. Yeah, no, we're getting something out of this. As soon as I realized that we were getting something out of this, I sat up in my chair and I have perfect gaming posture.
Okay, maybe a few more minutes. By the way, that part in the script, could this be the right moment?
Are they talking about shoving the stone around in my chest?
Yes, looks like we're on the same page. In that case... Listen.
Okay, yep.
Remember these words, then forget them. Let them slumber
What?
in the depths of your memory until the day they are awakened.
There's no way Elio was able to see this far, and he knows that Trailblazer's here in a different... There's no way Elio's that powerful.
On that day, your journey will intertwine.
There's no shot. Elio's crazy.
In nearly every possibility Elio has foreseen, it leads to a great crisis. You'll face betrayal.
Bro, Elio's
lose
crazy.
weight, and seek answers.
We'll face betrayal. Does that mean betrayal? I don't count Lygus as betrayal because we never liked him to begin with. Oh, I guess we were kind of indifferent to him at the beginning. So maybe someone else ends up betraying us. Or I'm forgetting something. There is a theory, is the finality. There's that, I'm assuming this is a theory that he is. That would be super sick. That would be super, super sick. And he's just guiding them towards the,
I don't want you to consider this a prophecy. You arrived at this moment because of the decisions you made.
I really like the character arc that Kafka's been on. Which, one second. I really like the character. Like, Kafka hasn't gotten a whole lot of character changes, but our understanding of her has grown significantly, because at the beginning she was just like, okay, let's be real, at the beginning she was just really hot. And then we kind of learned more about her. And it was like, okay, so she's a stellar hunter, she's kind of doing these things for ambiguous reasons. But every time we interact with Kafka, it's revealed more and more that she does genuinely really, really care about the Trailblazer, and wants to help us and make sure that we're okay. And this is just another extension of that. Like, she's reassuring us that we're not stuck in a prophecy and that we're here because of the choices that we made. Kafka's a really interesting character. I bet someone in chat, after Zeka completes the story, they're going to come back and say, and they're either not going to mention this part in the story, or they're going to complain about Kafka at some point in the story. Said, I thought that line was made for me. Right? But yeah,
I don't know
Kafka cares.
what you'll have endured, or whether you'll still believe in
I
me.
do.
But if there's even a trace of doubt in your heart, I hope these words can give you strength.
God, she's like actually just the best character.
It was a wish of the cosmos that set you in motion. And in the tale where you are the protagonist, the stars themselves will defy the destiny of finality.
Because I decided to prove in her quest that the script isn't absolute. Yeah, I think I also went against the script. So maybe the dialogue is different. When more people play the quest, they may be able to like come up with that. Elio data mined the visual novel, and now he's doing a true ending run, basically. But yeah, no, that with them highlighting finality, that definitely leans more into the. Dang, really? No, I want to go and do research about the finality, because like obviously I can understand what it is based off of the word, but
According to Terminus's prophecy, 4 paths will push the cosmos to its end, and on your journey, you shall encounter them, one by one.
wait, mark this number 4. According to Terminus's prophecy, 4 paths will push the cosmos to its end. And on your journey, you shall encounter them. I don't think that's referring to the 4 aeons that we've been gazed on so far. Because we've been gazed on by Nanook, Preservation, Klapoth, Shipe with Harmony, and then Fuli with Memory. I don't think those are the 4 that will tear the universe apart. I mean, obviously Nanook's probably one of them, but I don't know if that's the 4 that we've been gazed on. Because, I don't know, it seems a little weird, because it's like, when I played Genshin had like this endpoint that was like, find the sibling. But they just kind of kept stretching it out, so you never actually got anywhere. And now, I haven't played it since they released 5.0, so to give them granted, they have actually released some stuff about the siblings. I just don't know what it is because I don't play the game anymore. But HSR does feel like it's reaching a point to where it's like, because they mentioned the war with the Aeons and how it's been going on for a long time, and now it's ramping up. It does actually feel like HSR could end, but at the same time, maybe it'll end in a way that's like acts. You know, like Act 1 is the war of the Aeons, Act 2 is the fallout of the universe, Act 3 is this. Because, like, obviously, Hoyo doesn't want to end their games because they're making money, so maybe they'll do it like acts. It wasn't different. I had the same. Like, I thought you put. Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Cantos. Okay. Zeka might just skip this part. Because I said Evasia. Right. Yeah, I don't know if they would, because they do care about the story. So, like, maybe they'll just grit their teeth. But, yeah, maybe. I don't know, because I don't think Klapoth tearing apart the universe doesn't make sense. Although maybe preserving it and stagnating it might be another way to think about it. Because it makes sense for Fuli too, and it makes sense for Nanook too. I don't think Shipe cares enough. It's a Honkai game, it will probably tie into the OG. Finally, it's like the Giga boss of Hershers. Yeah. TLDR, the finality was born at the death of the universe and is moving reverse in the river of time towards the beginning. I remember that. Yeah. I remember that now. Yeah. Thank you, Kentos. I remember they mentioned that at the very beginning. Okay. Well, now I get to. Now they just straight up tell me I don't have to. Harmony's at the beginning.
Nihility.
Okay, we haven't been gazed on by Nihility, but we have met Acheron, so maybe that counts.
And
okay, that's bullcrap. There's no shot they don't tell us what it is. Seriously? Also, don't mind me. I'm going to take a screenshot because this is thumbnail material, chat. Anyway, don't mind me. So it's a little interesting. Harmony's one of the four. I would have thought Harmony would be the least likely one. Because Destruction, Harmony, and Nihility also makes sense. But we haven't been gazed on by Nihility, but we got really close to it with Acheron. Harmony, Harmony kind of just is an oddball I think. And then I'm assuming the last one's fully Remembrance. I guess Harmony Crisis is considered over. Maybe? What is the last path? It should be Remembrance, right?
Easy now. Trust what you remember. The fourth path has yet to fully reveal their face.
They said their face. Maybe it's... There's no way it's the Fools, right?
And that's why the journey's worth it. Even in a predetermined script, there's room for us to mold possibilities into shapes.
She was listening to past that will cause a catastrophe in the future. Right. That part I picked up. But I guess that Okay.
So listen. Take this guiding principle, then forget it. Let your own will be what expands your journey through life. As in the past, even while achieving so much, you never let go of your pursuit of freedom.
She's what?
That was so sincere.
Yeah, see, so she is being
I
sincere.
would actually tear up a little.
Several shut up.
We all live within the script, but adding a little color to the lines has never been forbidden.
She is without effect my favorite character.
Branching storylines.
Branching storylines.
Never mind. Best not to tempt fate. Get ready. He's about to wake up.
So I wonder when that because I do. Why more answers? Because it's the hill. Maybe the next place we go will be gazed on by Nihility, because we will have the four. I'm assuming that the fourth one is Fuli. Destruction, Nihility aren't surprising. No, those make sense. Because I literally before she started listing them, I thought Nihility would or Harmony would just kind of be written off. That does surprise me as well. But considering how Harmony is one of the only paths that is wiped, true. That is actually a really good point. Yeah, and I would assume the fourth one would be Fuli because, like, you know, trying to get their hands on memories as much as possible to the reshape. That would cause them to be a little bit more aggressive in their search for memories. My guess is that the last one is one of the paths with a lost or dead Aeon. It would be kind of crazy if the last one's the path of Trailblaze. That would be why they want us to join the path of the Trailblaze. Possibly even Trailblaze. I think that would be kind of cool, because. But I think that could be fair, like. Because do we know that the path of the Aeon of the Trailblaze is dead? I don't think we know that for certain. He just kind of like disappeared. He could very well still. I say they could very well still be alive, somewhere. And a lot of because when we go to Enforius, a lot of I don't know if it's the Aeon saying this or not, but it is stated that the Aeons aren't going to say for certain what's going to happen in Enforius because the will of the Trailblazers meddling in it, and anything can happen when they get involved. It's like maybe it is the will of the Trailblazers. That would be kind of sick though. It's like a 360 kind of thing. That would be really cool. But I can also see it being Remembrance. Howdy. Hello, Shy Knight. How you doing today? It's good to see you again. He died on the planet that Himiko... Okay. That part I must have forgotten. Okay, so he is... Well, they can resurrect dead Eon, so like maybe. But I don't know. That would be really cool though. That would be really cool. If 2.0 Harmony, 3.0 whatever the bleep it part is, right? 4.0 and 5.0 Destruction Nihility. And then we get Honkai Song of the Welkin Moon. I get, if you want to look at it, 2.1 was kind of like a mixture of destruction and preservation. Because we get, if you count the Herta Space Station as bleeding into, and Billabong as like one story arc, then like technically Nanook Gaze on Us is there. So I don't know. This is really cool. This is so much. Every time we see Kafka, there's a huge lore bomb, and then we just have more questions, and we aren't going to get it answered for at least another 10 updates. I thought 4.0 is going to be Elation. I believe that it is. We're just having fun theory crafting because of like what we've learned from the story so far. But I do believe we're getting Elation as the next path, and that'll be like the 4.0 stuff. I think that you are correct, Shy Knight. That is so interesting, though. The fourth path.
Come back to yourself. Kafka said that when my link to the remembrance deepens, this memory will resurface exactly when it needs to. And an inevitable crisis will surely follow.
I wonder if the Trailblazer ends up turning into an Aeon. Like, he takes up the mantle of the Trailblaze because Kafka said that he's always sought freedom, and like freedom could be another way to express the will of the Trailblaze. And so like the Aeon of Trailblaze could be reincarnated in that sense. Like he just takes up the mantle. I don't know. There's so many cool possibilities that they could do with the fourth path.
Hunter can't fully grasp the trailblazing journey.
I don't know. This is super sick though. This is so cool.
Just as I thought. It all begins with March 7th, doesn't it? Even if the Express had never arrived at Amphorius, her secret would have come to light eventually.
But yeah, so Sharonite, have you done the story or have you started it? Are you having fun with it?
All things considered,
this is so cool. There's so much stuff you can get with this.
Conclusion.
I don't think the fourth one is abundance, since we wouldn't need to seek support from the Zhangju. If it was... I don't think it's the abundance either. To be fair, I also thought it would be Harmony, and then it was straight up just said it was Harmony. But I do really like your point that the Harmony has destroyed an entire path on and of itself. So yeah, it doesn't make sense for it to be the abundance or the hunt, actually, for that matter. I don't think it's either of those two. Because the hunt and the abundance are just kind of like playing tag across the cosmos. I don't think they're doing much else besides that. He gets cased on so much, he decides to just get right. That'd be kind of sick, though. I haven't started the story yet, but I've been busy playing Trails in the Sky, first chapter remake. I don't know what that is. Let me look it up. Trails of the Sky. Oh, I think I have heard of this. I have seen this briefly, but I have seen this. Is it good? Sharonite, are you enjoying this? But yeah, I don't know. A part of me doesn't like that they're doing the fourth thing because I know for a fact that it's going to take around an entire point update. So maybe we'll know more when we get to 4.6. But I know for a fact I'm not going to remember this in all of its detail. But like, at the same time, like, it gives us time to cook and come up with theories, and I do really like theory crafting. But it's also annoying because I know for a fact I don't have the best memory. I'm not gonna remember the intricacies of this specific conversation. Or maybe I will, because it has something to do with Kafka, and I like Kafka. I'm gonna commit it to memory. It would be interesting if it were just a newly born path. That would also be really, really cool. If it were a newly born path.
It's a breakthrough! A breakthrough!
That would be like there's so many possibilities that they can do with this, and it would all be super, super cool to see.
How could that little pink girl possibly beat us? Little one, you really don't know how to.
There's so much. I want answers right now. Oh, this is so annoying, but so fulfilling at the same time. Yes, it's amazing, especially when it feels like the original in a good way. So what kind of game is it? Is it like an RPG, MMO, but like what kind of game? Since it's a remake, I would assume it's an RPG, but I could be wrong.
Beautiful memories and wait for all the disasters to pass.
Of course, 10 times stronger. That's kind of a diabolic. That's kind of shade to throw at March, though. RPG, yeah. Gotcha.
Cast your light upon us. Let
That's Sunday.
darkness remain concealed. Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday's here. Sunday's here.
Raise your hands high and embrace this boundless light.
I got flashbanged.
This stage really brings back memories.
Yes.
So is the story good? I don't know when it was made, so like if it's an older game, maybe the story is like something I've heard of before, maybe.
For you, I suppose it's been a long time, hasn't it?
Of course, the person who says this from Evernight is Mr. Everton. That absolutely facts, Lance. Actually facts.
None of this would have been possible without Miss Cyrene. Even while engulfed by Memoria, she fought to stay in contact with the geniuses. Only then, through tuning, was I able to undo the memory zone's effect on you.
It is actually super cool to think about it, because like if you think about it, the Trailblazer is fighting Inforius. Above them, the geniuses are fighting Lygus. Above them, the Aeons are fighting each other. Like, there's so many layers to just us doing what we're doing. It's so cool to think about.
Step onto the stage first. Ms. March will come for us soon, and she won't be alone. Those memo sprites will follow. We need to prepare early. Only then can we get you.
Bro, this story's so good. I want more answers. Dang it.
Please.
Yeah, Trains in the Sky is the first chapter of story that spans 11 games.
Violent Memoria tide. I'll do all I can. But even
What?
that might not be enough.
The only game franchise I know that has a thing like that is like Xenoblade Chronicles or like something like Xenoblade. But 11 games is crazy for a story arc. It must be really good if it made it that far.
Black and pink. Two memories twisted together. Time is precious.
No trip.
Let's pick up the pace.
I wish I had a voice changer like built into my like I wish I had a Steam Deck so I could change my microphone voice, and I would just say that in the most anime inspired thing I could, Lance. But unfortunately I can't. But no, Trailblazer Senpai, this is our fight. We now know that the climax that the story is working towards will involve the destruction, nihility, harmony, and a fourth unknown path. I know. I legitimately feel like HSR, because, and I keep going back to Genshin. I don't really mean to keep picking on it, but it's just a really good example. Like, Genshin's devs said that they want the game to last another 12 years. And it's like, I don't know how you do that without either making a story arc after they find the sibling, or just needlessly stretching it out for 12 years. It kind of feels like HSR is not doing that. Like, once they tell the story that they want to tell, we'll go on to a different act. Like, kind of like chapters, I guess, in like chapter-based games where you have like, this is a story arc. Okay, the second, like that, I guess. It kind of feels like that's what they're going to do with it. which I think is definitely healthier than just stretching it thin. But again, who knows? HSR is significantly younger than Genshin is, so who knows? I just tend to look at Genshin for like what they're most likely to do.
Yes,
but I don't know.
I've made contact with him.
This is more than we knew before. So far, we only definitely could say that destruction will play a big part. True, destruction is... That one's kind of like the safest bet. Like, oh yeah, that one's going to be a problem. And then it always is the problem. But yeah.
Understood.
Oh, I don't know. The fourth path could be so many different things. It would be kind of cool if the fourth path is like trying to oppose the other three from destroying the universe. But in doing so, it ensures the universe is... Or like, it doesn't say the universe is going to be destroyed, but the big thing that's going to happen, it tries to oppose the big thing. And then, because it's trying to oppose it, it starts the bit... I don't know. There could be so many cool things. This is such a... This hurts. I want to know it all now. It's... HSR hits that little itch. Like, when you read one last chapter before you have to go to bed, it's like, okay, I can read one more chapter. Let's just one more, and then it's 5 a.m. HSR is hitting that itch, but there's not another chapter. I can't keep reading. After the story's finished, I have to wait. This is good. This is good. I love the story. Yeah, it is a story arc. I believe just finished last year. And it was something they've been working on since like 2011. That's crazy. My bad, 2 years ago. That's a long time for a story. That's a long time for an arc. I guess taking a development time, maybe it's not actually that long. But that's really good.
Quite the dazzling nest you have, little bird of the harmony.
So Shy Knight is... Is it a remake of the first game then? This is one of my favorite parts. Okay, we gotta lock in for this part then. What? So far, I feel like that feeling with HSR, there was always an overarching plot that feels like a preparation for a final battle, which is represented by Elio's script, but at the very least, the main character's main motivation doesn't get stalled for years. Actually, facts. Like, I guess it just... So, like, Genshin has a good story, but the problem is that they're presented us with the goal of finding our sister. Like, if the goal was to just figure out where we are and help people, like, if they just tweaked our main objective instead of just telling us to find our sister, helping all of the Archons would feel fulfilling other than just doing good deeds, if that makes any sense. But they just give us the goal to find our sister. HSR feels like every step we take puts us further on the main story's path, if that makes any sense. Instead of just branching off into, here's this region, here's this region, here's this... No, we're all moving on the same path that is the main quest. In doing so, we end up doing these other quests, but they all feed back into the main HSRs. This is so good! Anyway, I'm gonna start... I'm gonna, like, crash out in the best way possible. But yeah. This is a remake of the first game, since the first game was very archaic, to say the least. Aside from the story has always been good, the game around it was not. So it's kind of like more of just a spruce up. And so the gameplay is a lot more solid now, that's good.
Your grasp of Memoria is unexpectedly profound, but playtime's over.
Bro, this is so sick. This story is so good.
According to her wish. This journey that flows on without end. Don't any of you think about interfering with it.
Trust me, if anyone knows about misconstruing someone's wish, it's Sunday.
She's after this time. There's no time to regroup. I prepared an alternate escape route. Wake from your slumber and return to reality.
Bro, Sunday coming in clutch?
I'll bring
Oh,
you out.
animation. It's eyes.
Out. Self-righteous path strider of the harmony. You think you can do that?
That's a crazy screen grab, though. That looks sick.
Next time, get a memo keeper instead.
Bro, that's March. Oh, what? What? What was that? Bro, what was that? This is so cool. What was that? So, March definitely gives off, sorry, Evernight definitely gives off that, like,
That was way too close. Good thing I was there to fish you out.
it's like yandere older sister vibes, you know, like oh, that was so cool. I'm gonna forget to breathe. This is so sick. It definitely get like, oh wow. I need to go back in my VOD and I need to find that image of her like glancing over at the Trailblazer. That was so good. Am I glazing this too much? Am I thinking this is too much? Like, cause I'm genuinely enjoying this. Am I too hyped for this? I don't know. That was so cool. She definitely gives off that like really serious older sister kind of thing. Oh, that's so sick. That was so cool. I really hope I'm not overglazing this because I just genuinely am so into this story so far. That's crazy. I wish I could replay the animations. That'd be so cool if you could replay animations. Imagine having missable side quests that are timed and give you no indication that what you can do side quests that's yeah. That kind of, and for trials, side quests are just as important as the main story because it expands the world. I gotcha. Okay, that's probably a good thing that they got the remake. Then, if that's the case, that's definitely better.
Sunday, are you all right?
Mr. Yang, I couldn't get him out.
Is it true that March is behind all of this?
Yes. That Pathstrider of Remembrance is identical to March 7th in appearance, but what lies inside? I can't find the right words to describe it just yet.
I want to know more about March.
Can't you come up with an analogy?
That Miss March feels like a reflection on water. Only not from a calm, clear lake, but from a bottomless abyss. Within her words, I sensed an intense but utterly pure
Anger, love, fear.
protectiveness.
That's better. See? Yandere older sister. Yandere older sister.
Protectiveness.
This is only speculation, but after being drawn into Amphorius, perhaps March 7th experienced... No. She likely foresaw a tragic end. It was out of a desire to protect her fellow crewmates that she chose to awaken a power that teeters on the edge of evil.
So maybe this isn't a good analogy, or like maybe I need to play the story more. But it kind of feels like Evernight is like the Hulk. If any of you all know the Hulk, I'm sure you do. He's pretty popular. But like, March is the nice and caring Banner. Evernight is the slightly unstable Hulk, but significantly stronger. And so it's like, whenever she's in immense danger, Evernight kind of taps her out and then does whatever she needs to do, but in a very extreme and intense way. Oh, so March is doing kind of Shy Knight. We don't know if she's like intrinsically evil, but she's definitely more extreme, and she's mysterious because like we haven't seen her yet. Still Ichigo for me. I haven't seen Bleach, but I know who you're talking about, Lance, I think. Yeah. I guess that's another good one. Although March's Ichigo's Hollow kind of just actually hates everything, I think. I haven't seen it, so like this is just conjecture. But yeah, I think yeah. Interesting. It was that right. We would be here for an entire stream for me to explain who the Hulk is.
protectiveness.
Yeah, because, oh, bro, that's so sick. I really hope they give us a way to rewatch animations.
Well, on the bright side, at least March 7th won't have to face any danger.
Yeah, we have to face the danger of her.
After that battle, I'm afraid I'll no longer be able to join the fight through tuning, as Miss Black Swan's progress remained on track.
I know who it is. Right, you're right.
She used your disturbance to mask her movements. Current status? Advancing upstream within the memory zone. I didn't see that coming. The Memo Keeper is pretty courageous, choosing to defy the rules and take matters into her own hands.
The Hulk is the guy that says, "Get out of my swamp." Actually, facts though, like true.
This means
what are you doing in my
she's
swamp?
chosen to stand against the Garden of Recollection.
Based Black Swan? Actually based Black Swan? I mean, she's been pretty based since we met her, but like...
Even so, I must think long term. I wanted to hide in the shadows to avoid direct conflict. Why is it so quiet?
Oh, you know the story's peak when they put you in this area.
Thick with Memoria, yet it's so chaotic. Like broken memories all mixed together. Memo Snatchers should be swarming into Amphorius. I was expecting this place to be very lively. So, how did they end up like this? Now I'm getting very curious.
God, this is so good. This is so good. Evernight made me think of this anime I used to watch. How come Black Swan isn't Remembrance? I need a rework. I could see that, but at the same time, please don't take away one of my 2 dot characters. How did they end up like this? MSC players, right? Bro, that's so sick. I guess, bro, I mean, Black Swan's very cautious around Evernight, and then Sunday's like, she's scary. I wonder if she's just like the air quote natural predator of memetic entities like Memo Snatchers and stuff. Like, I'm sure that I'll get more answers. I don't think that they'll kind of hide any answers from us when it comes to Evernight beyond this update. So like once we finish the story, we'll learn all that is to know about Evernight. Or maybe not, because she's technically March, so maybe not. I don't know. That's so interesting though. Maybe we won't know everything, because we could probably learn more about her in the Trailblaze quests. Because like technically when they released Imbiber de Lune, we kind of learned everything we wanted to learn about Imbiber de Lune in that patch, but we can still learn more about Don Hung as a character.
Over here.
That may be what they do with Evernight. Like, we learned everything that we need to learn about Evernight in this update, but then they can keep obviously fleshing out March as a character, and thus Evernight. I don't know. That's interesting. I really hope we know more. I would like to know most about Evernight by the end of this. Bro, I'm going to be thinking about that thing Kafka told us for, like, days. I really hope I don't end up forgetting what she said by the end of... I really hope by the time we see Kafka again and they give us another big lore drop about, like, the next big thing, I don't forget this conversation. I probably won't, because it's really important. But I also don't trust my memory, like, ever. Oh, this story quest is so good. The story quest is so good. They were like, come on, guys, let's run. And then the villain caught up one of them, and I can't remember the name of the anime. Dandadan? Maybe? I mean, that's unfortunately very generic, Jillian. I can't really narrow it down much. Because that's how a lot of them start. Black Swan can still be dot, but Remembrance dot, which I do hope we get one day instead of more HP, because we definitely have an oversaturation of Remembrance HP. I mean, that's just kind of how the path works, right, Shy? It's kind of like how... Well, I guess Break's not a good example. But yeah, Remembrance is definitely dominated by HP scalers. But that may be the trend going forward. Like, maybe then in LA, when we get Elation, maybe they'll scale with something unique. Watch Elation scale with defense. That'd be kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's the future of HSR, is that each path is going to have like a gimmick that they scale with. I kind of hope not, but maybe. I don't know. Eventually they'll run out of stats. But yeah, it'd be pretty cool if they gave Black Swan, like, yeah, defense scalers. Which is technically preservation, but, like, when you look at the amount of preservation that's in the game, that's not a defense scaling unit. And eventually we'll get Don Hung here. He'll be here eventually. Like, Lai isn't an HP scaler. Did I say entirely? Or I thought... I meant it's dominated by, but it's not entirely. Yeah. Well, because looking at the databank... Where is Remembrance? HP, 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 not HP. So yeah, it's a 1 to 3. It's 1 to 3. So 1/4, or 3/4, I guess, is HP, 1 is not. So yeah. It feels like there should be more Remembrance characters, but then I have to remember Phanon and Mighty aren't Remembrance, they're Destruction. So, yeah. It feels like they wanted to do 2 gimmicks at the same time. Yeah, because it's not only Remembrance being like the summoning thing, and they're also HP scaling, which, you know, I don't know. I kind of just got really unlucky with my pulling situations, and I just didn't get any of them. Because I actually did pull on Casters, and I lost 50-50, and I cut my losses there, so I guess I'm just not going to get a Remembrance character on my account. Hopefully I don't do that with Elation, too. It'd be kind of funny, though, if I do that. If I end up missing both Elation's path and Remembrance's path, I'm going to probably cry. So most of them ended up being HP scalers because of how they gave HP. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, the supports have to follow if you want them to sell well. That makes sense. Yeah, I swear Sirene's an HP scaler. Yeah. I'm not going to comment on that one because it's true. No. I actually don't know what Sirene's scaling going to be scaling with. I'm pretty sure she wants to be on Castrus's team, so I think she's going to be an HP scaler, or else it wouldn't make sense for her to be with it. But they could change. Also, she's also not, like, I don't look at leaks, or at least I try not to, so I don't know. But we can hope. That is the biggest mistake in my opinion. I think that's true. Not everyone needs to be an HP scaler to max the team HP. Yeah, like, I really, really, really like March. I like her so much. I actually considered bending my role and getting her, even if I don't have guarantee, or trying to get her, even though I don't have guarantee. But since I don't have Castrus, I'm in a deficit, because now I would have to get another Remembrance character to fully utilize her. Like, technically I have Trailblazer, but the difference between Trailblazer and Castrus is like a coughing baby versus a nuclear bomb. So it's just not worth it, in my opinion, for me to try and get Evernight just to then have to get Tribby and then have to get Evernight. I keep saying March and then Evernight. Castrus. So it's just kind of unfortunate. TFW. Rupture had a chance to not be just HP scaling, but Lucia pretty much seals the deal. Yeah. I mean, that's the good thing about Hoyo having multiple games out. You can kind of look to the older game to see what they might do. So it kind of is unfortunate, but at the same time, that's also what I would have expected with the HP scaling thing with Rupture. Which, if it's good or bad, I mean, I don't know. Zenless... is handled differently than HSR. So maybe, I don't know. But yeah, Evernight is the in between of a coughing baby and a nuclear bomb. Yeah, she's like a silo missile, something like that. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, it just gives me more time to save because I don't have. No, this is gonna mess with me. I only have 67s plus 99, which I know that's not a little bit, but I'm at 159 and I need 320. Yeah, I need 161s before I can do any more summons. And I have to pray that Cypher does not come back before that happens, or else I'm gonna have to, like, cope really hard. Because Cypher's Icon's really good. A part of me wants to get 2 copies of Cypher's Light Cone so that Kafka can have one of them, because I don't think they're ever going to change Kafka's Light Cone, so, which is really upsetting because now her Light Cone's mute. There's no point in getting it ever. But who knows? Siren was apparently first conceived as yet another cast support, but after the cast fatigue in the community, they pivoted to support that works for all Chrysos heirs. Definitely a good idea. Because I remember being told when they teased her that she was supposed to be another caster support. And it's just like, because if you look at the characters that have been released in Enforius, I don't have any of them, so I'm going to be down here. Where are you? Where are you? I'm looking. Aglaya doesn't technically have a dedicated support. Mighty has nothing. Mighty just kind of is in the water. Casters has Hyacinth. Phanon has Saridra. Cypher can kind of go on any of these teams. Anaxa goes with the Herda really well. Evernight obviously goes with Casters as well. It's like Mighty would benefit from something. I mean, you can get but yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna get a Light Cone for Hyslins, just get Hyslins Light Cone. Hyslins Light Cone's better than Kafka's Light Cone. Like, it's just better. Like, it's like the wall of text. I saw her most used Light Cone was the free Silver Wolf one. Yeah, because of Kafka's buff, her second best Light Cone is this one. Her first best Light Cone is Cypher's, but if you skip Cypher or you didn't get 2 copies of Cypher's Light Cone, obviously you're not going to have it. So this Light Cone is significantly better than her personal one, which I do have. So it's just kind of unfortunate that they gave her a buff, but they didn't change her Light Cone. So now her Light Cone's like, don't ever summon on her Light Cone because it's not as good anymore. So it's like, why do that? Anyway, I'm sure some people don't know that, so they ended up pulling in the Light Cone anyway when she got a rerun. It is, and that's kind of what Kafka's turned into, especially if you run her with this set. The wind damage is mute, but this is really, really good. So she just churns out ults like it's no one's business now. The beta for Siren starts in a few days, so we will get a cleared idea soon. Good, good. I mean, that's fair. I'm also going to try and get Cypher on a rerun because I can put her on Saber, and then my Saber team won't have to deal with me splitting Robin. Because I'm actually a little worried to do the new endgame because I have to worry about splitting my teams up. So that'll be not fun. Luckily, Hyslins does save me a little bit when it comes to that, but I don't really know. But yeah, so I'm also... A part of me also wants to get Don Hung's Light Cone, which means I'm going to be set even further back for when Cypher happens. Because, like, Don Hung could be good, but if he's not good on any of my teams, there's not much sense in getting his Light Cone. So, I don't know. I'll be able to have more information on that when he comes out, of course. So, I am contemplating getting his Light Cone, but then that will set me back even further if Cypher gets a rerun, so I'm not too sure. So, but I agree. Also, the cheeky part of me does want to tease Zeka about me owning Cypher and putting her on my Saber team. I kind of want to be a little cheeky like that. Ult mean dot detonation and more follow-us. Follow-us means more dot detonation. Yeah, like it's a huge upgrade. It's super, super nice. I guess like the snobby part of me, or the greedy part, whatever you want to call it, would like her Light Cone to be useful because I have it. It now feels like I wasted it. Like, technically, it's not a waste because it served its job for the 2 years that I've had Kafka. But I would like it to continually serve its job because it's her dedicated Light Cone. But I don't know if they'll ever change it. I don't think they will. But I don't know. I'm not complaining too much. I got really lucky, and her best second slot is the free one that everyone has access to. So ultimately, that's a huge win for everyone who wants to have Kafka, because now you have a better option than her personal, and everyone gets it. So I guess ultimately that is a good thing. I'm just being selfish. But yeah, I completely understand Shy Knight. I'm saving for Cyrene because Ed Patch cycle support units and HSR have always had a good feature proofing. That's actually a really good way to look at it. And dot detonations are more important than her personal damage at this point if you have other premium dot characters. Yes. Yes. She turns into a battery. She turns into an alt farm, essentially. 100%. So yeah. I don't know. I have some pulling plans that I need to work on. I'm fairly certain I'm just going to save for safer. But depending on how good Don Hung is, if I have a team that I can immediately put him on, I may pull his Lycone because I'll end up using him, but maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. So, as you can probably tell, I am not continuing the story because I am a little over time. I wanted to give people a chance to talk because you know, I hate cutting stream when people are excited and want to keep talking. But I know. Oh, I'm sorry, Subaru. You just shut up. I'm sorry. How are you? I know, right? But yeah. So, I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure everyone could have guessed we will be continuing to do HSR tomorrow. I might be able to get away with stretching stream to the point where we finish it, because we got, like, what, 2.5 hours of story done, so that leaves 4.5 left for story. So, we can probably do that all tomorrow, I hope. And then if people want to see me do arbitration tomorrow, I could try, but it'll probably just be story, and then we can save arbitration for Friday, maybe. I don't know. Question mark. It's gonna be a long week. Well, it's the last full week that I get to stream, so I'm gonna try and like stretch it as much as I can. You know, I want it to be exciting. And the end patch cycle support units are always good on units that come out in the next patch cycle, like a Iowa Sunday. That's another. Yeah, that's a really good theory. I didn't even think about that, Shy. That's a really good point. But yeah, no, I don't want to stretch it just like too long. But I also don't want to rush it. So we might be able to finish it all tomorrow. Maybe. But with that said, thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow where we hopefully finish the story, question mark, across my fingers. If not, that's fine. We'll just tidy it up on Friday. If we don't do it enough, if we don't clear it by tomorrow, we'll have maybe an hour left. So it's not going to be super bad. But we'll have HSR tomorrow, and I hope to see you all then.